And we are live, and my music's too loud. Let me fix that. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I'm an idiot. I am actually a fucking idiot. You know? Because I was meant to say this, last episode on Tuesday, but I have to say it here instead because I completely forgot. Because last Tuesday...
Hello everyone and welcome to
Oh, fuck.
Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, the series that will not...
Okay. Sorry, that was in the background. On May 25th, which was last Tuesday, right? 1 year ago was the day I posted the first Ace Attorney video on this channel. When I started playing the first Ace Attorney, and that was back when I wasn't even streaming, I was pre-recording shit. So yeah, last Tuesday was the 1 year anniversary of the Ace Attorney series on this channel. I completely fucking missed it. I'm an idiot. Yay! I realized, because I knew the week before, I was like, okay, next week is the 1 year anniversary of Ace Attorney, I'm gonna say it on stream, and then I just completely forgot about it. Last night, I was going to sleep, and like, as I'm laying there in my bed, about to fall asleep, I'm like, fuck, I missed it! No! It was horrible. So, now I'm acknowledging it. I'm 2 days late, but it was the 1 year anniversary of this series. It's a series that is... I think the longest running on the channel, and it's just been so much fun going through all these games together with you guys, and I can't wait to see where this goes and eventually get into some of the other games, because I have played the trilogy before, you know, many years ago, so I don't remember anything. You know, nothing related to the cases at least, but like, you know, I remember like characters and stuff, and I'm very excited to get into the games that I never actually got a chance to play. So yeah, without further ado, let's just, hop into the game. And why is it not, picking it up? Okay, that's concern. Oh, there we go. Okay, it was just, a bit of a delay there, for the software to work up, but there we are. Yeah. Alright, let's get started. I mean, we basically have this case in the bag. I mean, I've basically pretty much already figured out the entire thing. This case in the bag. The murder was committed, as Maggie describes. Then the killer dressed up as the victim and basically staged the murder, basically created a staged murder with himself as the victim, of some random brunette girl that we met earlier standing in for Maggie, and essentially made it seem like that was to essentially make it so that the old man would witness the murder, but with the facts incorrectly. But he fucked up. I mean, he dressed up as the victim and had a girl dress up as Maggie, so that then he could act out the murder as if Maggie had committed the murder in front of the old man, so that then the old man would testify to Maggie committing the murder, when in reality the murder happened before the old man even arrived at the cafe. And yeah, that's that. He also drank the coffee and had his earpiece on the wrong side, so that's how we figured that one out. January 7th. Hey Tara, how's it going? You made a love letter. This makes me extremely concerned. Okay, January 7th, 12:52 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. I should probably turn up my brightness so I can see the chat better. There we go. So, how do you think the trial went this morning? How do you think it went? It just got a little crazy in there. I just wonder if that killed our chances. It says, I'm gonna renovate your ass later tonight with a picture of Kanji. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah, I guess it did get out of hand. Mr. Kudo's testimony did nothing to help us. Oh, you're so wrong, Phoenix. You think Kudo's testimony did nothing to help you? But Kudo's testimony is actually the key to cracking the entire case. He did not lie or misremember a single thing during his testimony. He was perfect, and I'm gonna have some fun using that later. I'm guessing that, so the only thing we got from his testimony is, here we go, that he broke his vase. So what we're likely gonna have to do is we're gonna ask Maggie to recall the incident, and she's not gonna remember a vase breaking because the incident that Victor witnessed was just a staging created by the killer and the accomplices to essentially make it seem like Maggie killed the victim. When in reality, the victim was killed long before Victor ever entered the cafe, so Maggie wouldn't actually remember the breaking of the vase, and that's how we're gonna essentially have to crack this case open. That has made one of the if the Discord is still up. Yeah, the Discord is still up, and well, I was gonna say going strong, but it really isn't. I'll like post a meme in there every once in a while, but it's dead as shit. It's still good for getting notifications when we go live, though. I mean, it's more reliable notifications than YouTube, I'd say. Then you can choose to, opt into only videos or only streams. Plus, now we don't even know the identity of the waitress who laced the coffee. We've met her before. She's brunette, looks kind of emo, has a bandage on her head. Has to be her. All we know is what old Mr. Kudo saw. The apron strap and the ribbon. And that the victim was wearing an earpiece when his eardrum was ruptured. Well, he wasn't, though. You can clearly see the victim here was grabbing the coffee with his right hand and has the earpiece on his right ear. It just so happened that when the killer restaged the murder, he had the earpiece on the wrong side and was grabbing the cup with the wrong hand. It's also, if you think about this logical, Phoenix, it is actually physically impossible for the old man to be lying about what side the earpiece was on. Because assuming the old man was telling the truth and the earpiece was on the left side, the only logical conclusion is that what the witness saw was a restaging of the murder. And if he's right, then I'm right. But if he's wrong, then the earpiece was on the right side, and since he could only see the left side of the face, it would have been impossible for him to even know that the victim had an earpiece on in the first place. Therefore, the earpiece must have been on the left side, Mr. Kudo must have been telling the truth, and what he witnessed must have been a staging of the actual event that took place up to an hour prior. They're so base, viewers, Discord is a lie, I swear. Tell me I'm right, Jeff. No, not really. It's really not. Piece when his eardrum ruptured. Yep, okay. Talk about a terrifying case of contradictionitis. It's not contradictory if you actually think about it for like a good 2 seconds. You're just too dumb. Well, time to play doctor and find ourselves a cure then, huh? Yeah, we gotta find one for Maggie, or she's gonna have a terminal case of the guilty. You and Akihiko haven't been here at all? You was in here, I think. He was here sometime, I think last week. He missed the Persona stream. He actually commented on the VOD like, no, missed the Persona stream, and a bunch of emojis. So you is still on board, and not sure how Akihiko is doing with his medical issues. Well, I'm officially at a loss as to where to start. Yeah, me too. Let's try some brainstorming. You go first. I guess we should try to put Mr. Kudo's testimony to some sort of use. Yeah, that's true. We gotta ask Maggie. And we need to figure out the identity of the waitress and who the victim really was. Somehow, I think the key to this case has got to be Tribulations. Well then, let's go back there and check it out again. Oh, and we should drop in on Maggie and see how she's doing too. Of course. So, anything on your mind? Actually, there is something. I was wondering about Zin Ehop. You know, like, what he's like and stuff. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that guy.
Oh, the beat is so hot, I feel like you was more smooch of the express train.
Phoenix, right? You say you Phoenix, right? Cause I'm Phoenix, right? The one and only. I love this guy. Actually, I've learned a little something about my doppelganger. Nocturne stream yesterday was funny as fuck. Yesterday, Jack. I'm not bad. After I learned how to use items, I didn't die a single time. It's not my fault that the game didn't tell me that I could scroll left and right on the fucking menus. Huh? You did? What did you find out? Oh yeah, Maya was working at the restaurant when I ran into Don Funione? What? What is that even supposed to be? One? Phoenix? No? I have no idea. Let's just say he was such a terrible version of me that I wanted to sue for defamation. What's that guy's story anyway? What does he have to gain by impersonating me? I mean, at the trial, if he's the killer, then him impersonating you at the trial makes a lot of sense, but I don't know why he would continue the impersonation after the trial. I mean, what ongoing benefit is there? That is a very good point by Phoenix there. Yes, I haven't considered that. January 7th, Police Station Criminal Affairs Department. I told you about the difficulty and the first boss. It's easy after we get to town with all the buffs refusing to include SRT. You mean Fornius? Oh yeah, I beat Fornius' ass silly. Had him begging for his life. January 7th, Police Station Criminal Affairs Department. Looks like Gumshoe's not here. Never mind that. What's going on? It feels different in here somehow. You think? Yeah, everyone seems to be on edge. What are you doing? Call the officer for a briefing, quick! In case you shut down the station's server. Chief, quit playing on the internet. My email pen pal 1337 as a princess. What? Save for later, I'm turning it off now! No! 1337 as a princess! Everyone's keeping busy in here, huh? Keeping busy? More like panicking if you ask me. Something's going on. Something big. Yeah, it's as if they're getting hit by a cyber attack. Let's see what they have to say. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Even pickpockets can have their pockets picked. That's a keeper. Better go with something that doesn't sound too much like a slogan. He must be coming up with slogans for the crime prevention campaign. But I'm not sure he even knows what kind of crime he's trying to prevent. So what's going on here? This would be the chief of detectives here. He looks lost now that power has been cut to his computer. Well, I guess I'll just have to write her a real letter instead of an email. Alternatively, you could write up some reports, you know, just a suggestion, or... Dear 1337, as in princess, how are you? I'm okay. How was the show last night? Wow, what an awesome job. Maybe I should send in my resume and become chief. Or maybe work on a better mascot, that too. Fornius also sucks as demon ally. I recommend Krazu for the beginning, lots of HP, great attack, fuses so genius Pokemon craze to see his background. Think of Edgeworth, lol. Yeah. Edgeworth is based as fuck. Don't worry, I'll be fine with Shin Megami Tensei. It's an easy game. It's an easy game. Alright, let's go talk to Maggie. January 7th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Now, I guess Maggie's still in questioning. But we've got questions to ask her too. Maggie! Maggie! Keep it down, Maya. This isn't a playground, you know? Okay, so we'll have to come back here later. Let's go to Tribulations. January 7th, Tribulations. Empty, as usual. Yeah, and it's lunchtime too. That's it, come on, come on, come on. Chef? Hey, that sounds like Oh, no. Oh, just call an 8, pal. Come on, I know you can. He's getting really worked up about something. That's the wrong number. Looks like an 8 would have only netted me $5 anyways. What a ripoff. What's the problem, Detective Gumshoe? No, it's, you. That was, I was just, I was just listening to the radio, pal. To the radio? Hey, Detective Gumshoe's having lunch here. He is, and he's having the twin tea set. What can I say? No taste. There's just age showing. The gameplay is aged silly though. About the issue remaster, what the fuck? It's really unfinished. It is really unfinished, but I do like the voice acting is a very nice touch that you definitely wouldn't get out of just an emulator. This is a nightmare, pal. How am I supposed to look Maggie in the eye now, pal? You really drove her into a corner, you know? Hey, you always blow up my testimony. Why of all days do you do it today? Sorry, there just weren't any holes in it for once. Yeah, what happened? Usually your testimonies are like Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese? That's not a good thing to say, pal. Would you prefer crumbly like aged Parmesan? Anyways, this case has already been ruled on. There shouldn't be any holes left to find. So, did Maggie say anything about anything to you? About me, I mean. Well, how did she put it again? I can't believe Detective Gumshoe! I hate him, sir! I mean it! I don't ever want to see him again! Something like that. Oh! Please, Detective Gumshoe, I didn't mean... Why is this happening, pal? Banging his head against the wall, Nick! Oh my god. What have you done to this poor man? He's having a Charlie Brown moment. Oh man, poor Gumshoe. Is his name really Dick Gumshoe or Dick Gumshoe? It's spelled Dick. It is spelled Dick, yes. So, did you like the twin tea set? I've never paid that much money for lunch before. Now I'm so nervous, my hands were shaking. So, how did it taste? Well, yeah, for $20, I guess, I don't know how to describe it, really. It was, delicate. Delicate? I mean, you liked it? Didn't taste bad to you? What's the matter with him? Looks like he's thinking. That's it! I've been trying to think of the right word to describe the taste. And I just realized it's bad. That's it. It tasted bad. This is like some Danganronpa shit. He was like, I need a word that can describe a taste that is unpleasant and would not make me want to eat here again. And then Hangsman's Gambit begins. You have to like pick out the letter. The word! I have it! It was bad! It's just kind of hard to admit it to yourself when you pay $20 for it, you know? Maybe you should have found out about the price after he had finished eating. Hey, Nick, maybe that's why Glenn L. came here. Maybe he heard about the super fierce twin tea set. By fierce, you mean fearsome? Speaking of Glenn Elg, that reminds me. We still hardly know anything about the guy. Why don't we ask Detective Gumshoe what he knows, seeing as he's here? Yeah, sure, we can do that. So, what were you all excited about earlier? That's right, you said you were listening to the radio or something? Oh, that was nothing. I wasn't excited. Come on, Detective Gumshoe. You can tell little old me. What were you listening to? Nothing really. I was just the daily exercise show. He has a psyche lock about the listening to the lottery numbers. What the psyche lock? Today's lunch special lobster sure is great, pal. And why are there tears in your eyes? Alright, well, let's ask him about what we want to know. Sports paper, magazine clipping, job listings, lunch... Nah, I haven't got anything to say about that, pal. Just take it away already. Please. Spending $20 on this has got to be killing him on the inside. Hey, ain't you putting this up for sale, pal? No. Why would I want a busted up scooter? Why would you want a busted up scooter like this anyways? Yeah, plus the seat's all covered in pigeon poop. Oh, that's disgusting. Hey, did you hear about Atlas doing patches soon? They didn't expect all the hate. Amazing! Amazing! Let's hope they fucking fix the thing where you press your mouse pad and it makes the game unplayable. Cause then I'd actually be able to play it with controller like it's intended. Who cares? If it runs, that's all that matters to me. Hey, Phony was riding this bike. If I head back to the park, it'll be there again. Perhaps. Loan contract? It's for $500,000, pal. That's $500,000 bills. What's the in there for? Is there really that much money tied up in this case? Yeah, I can't give you an answer to that, pal, but not without this case's files in front of me. But I'll tell you this. That old Shun guy will have done anything for cash. He was desperate, you know? No, I don't, but I think I sort of get the picture. Maybe he's not actually a kleptomaniac, and his thievery is very much premeditated in order to try to, pawn off various different items that he steals from his customers to pay off his debt, although it seems like a very bad way of paying off $500,000. Think about this, Detective Gunn. Nope. Autopsy report. Nope. He's the detective, he can't tell us anything about the autopsy report. Astounding. Crime photo? We can't see the table, which is sad. Coffee cup? Potassium cyanide covered up in the victim and Maggie's fingerprints. Yeah, one-way ticket to happiness, huh? Glenn Elk died because of this ticket. But it's still a one-way ticket to happiness for someone, pal! And Maggie was found guilty of murder because of it, too. Oh. Looks like anything about Maggie is an instant conversation stopper. Yeah, he's got a real soft spot for her. I mean, obviously it hurts when you hit it. Apron, potassium cyanide, the victim's prescription bag. Had like 8 months. Japan released a while ago too. Didn't it not release on PC in Japan? I'm pretty sure the Japanese release was only on consoles, and they only released it on Steam alongside the Western release, if I remember correctly. Because there were rumors about if there was even going to be a PC release at all, long after the Japanese version had already come out. So some of the issues like the, the touchpad breaking the entire game, that's not something that they would have known in the console version, obviously, because they probably, they programmed for, the PS4 controller on PS4, but they didn't bother to program for the PS4 controller on PC. Well, I mean, they did, because you see the button prompts as the, you see the PS4 button prompts on the screen if you're using the PS4 controller, but they clearly didn't play test it enough. So they have PS4 and Switch version selling 100K, something in its first week. I'd imagine it's a pretty, it's a classic, Maggie, it's both a great way for people who already played the game to relive the experience with better graphics and voice acting, and it's also a great way for people who have never played it before to, be able to access the game for the first time. Specifically now that Persona has gained so much popularity thanks to Persona 5 and then Persona 4 on the coming out on PC, that, a lot of people probably were like, this SMT thing looks pretty cool, Hey, time of the incident. Yeah, can you tell us what's... No? Yeah, we never did find the contents of that bag. It was medicine for Mr. Elg's ruptured eardrum, right? Yeah, and we found traces of it in his left ear canal. He must have used it while he was at Tribulations. Well, we're sure of that much. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's break him real quick. I mean, it is a lazy remaster. I'm not saying it isn't. I am saying, though, that it is understandable why, you know, a lot of people would want to buy the remaster, you know? After all, it's still a remaster. It's still better than playing the original. Alright, Detective Gumshoe, tell me the truth. What were you listening to? Oh, wait, pal. I made a big thing out of it. I'm not gonna tell you. Like, you can argue that it's not worth the money, sure, but you can't say that it's not a definite improvement over the previous version. We'll see about that, pal. And also the fact that you can actually, just swap between the Maniacs and Chronicles versions, that's also a big plus. Considering all the noise you were making while you were listening, it's pretty clear what kind of radio program it was. I'd say it was related to the lottery. Take that! I'm right, aren't I? You were listening to the lottery results, weren't you? You thought you'd try to win big, just like Glen Elk did. It's like you can see right through me! Huh? I've cracked him already? Yeah, see, pal, that's why I said it was nothing. Yeah, so why lie about it? No one's gonna believe that you actually do exercise. Like, come on. Yeah, I'm usually pretty lucky, so I figured I'd give it a try. What's with everyone in the lottery? So, how did it go? Yeah, I won 50 cents. Yeah, it'd be better with nothing at all. I have a lousy buck. I'm so mad. Yeah, I know the feeling. Yeah, about the same kind of ticket to Mr. L, see? And I got this special radio show where they announce the winning numbers. They even do the drawings out on the air. It's intense, pal. I bet that's what Mr. L was listening to on the day he was killed. Yeah. What time is it now? Right, okay, so Phoenix said it before I could, but this is what I was going to say. If Elg was listening to the lottery numbers, then the time at which the lottery is read will actually give us the time at which the murder occurred. Cross-reference that with the time that Mr. Kudo claims the murder actually happened, and that will be also more proof to cement the fact that what Mr. Kudo saw wasn't the actual murder, but rather a restaging. Another question, would you consider Persona MC gaming icons? Before Hyde had a discussion lately about our opinions, pretty split down the middle. Definitely not Persona 1 and 2. Literally, no one plays those, even though they're great games. I think you could maybe make a case for Yuna Arakami, since it was since, you know, Persona 4 was very popular back during the PS Vita days. I mean, literally, if you bought a PS Vita, you bought it to play Persona 4. It single-handedly carried that console, like, on its back. So, I would say that Yuna Arakami could be considered an icon. He's not, like, the most well-known character ever, but you could make the case for that. But no, not Minato. As much as I absolutely love Minato, and he's probably still my favorite protagonist out of the SMT games that I've played, no, Persona 3 just never got anywhere near as popular as Persona 4 or 5, despite it being the game that defined the Persona genre so much. It's just after 1:30. And are the lottery results always broadcast at the same time? 1:30, so that puts us at exactly the very start of the time of death. meaning that the murder actually happened at 1:30 p.m. But then Mr. Kudo actually witnessed a recreation of the murder sometime between 2 and 2:30. You know, probably around that time. Since 30 minutes is more than enough time for them to drag the body into the kitchen, for the killer to change his clothes into those of the victim, and for them to knock out Maggie and and dress up the decoy to look like Maggie and essentially set up the whole thing. Yeah, you Narukami, but P3 Gaming Icon, I don't think they're a winning spot for sure. Yeah, I'd say you Narukami is right on the edge of being an icon or not. Persona Minato Arisato, though, or Makoto Yuki, whichever one you prefer, definitely no. As much as I absolutely loved Persona 3, still probably my favorite SMT games out of the ones I've played. No, it's, despite the fact that it literally defined the Persona series as we know it today, Persona 3 is not really that well known of a game. And are the lottery results always broadcast at the same time? Yeah, look, I got this flyer when I bought the ticket. Millionaire Radio. Experience the most thrilling 10 minutes of your life every Monday at 1:30 p.m. So the murder occurred sometime between, sometime around 1:30, 1:40. Got it. Millionaire Radio? That sounds cool. I want to try it, Nick. Then buy a ticket, Maya, with your own money. Are you even old enough for that? Yeah, you're 19. So yeah. Alright, we got that. Let's check out Vitamin Square. Oh, the bike is back. Cool. January 7th, Vitamin Square. I don't see any signs of Mr. Kudo. Do you? Maybe we went to buy another ton of bird seeds. I was kind of hoping you wouldn't be here anyways, at least not for now. Besides, any more seeds today and I'm liable to turn into a real phoenix. Kind of a weird thing to say, but sure. Hey, check this out. Now I wouldn't get too close to that if I were you. Otherwise, you might be in for a shock. My phony must be lurking someplace nearby. Imagine a tiger loose in the city. Meanwhile, the real phoenix is like an abandoned chick lost in this vast urban jungle. Huh? Don't worry, someday you'll grow up and become a ferocious tiger too. Don't lose hope. Persona 4 had toys, fighting games, dancing games, manga, anime, drama. And though the cast is Pro Knuckle Eyes, so I'm ignoring the gameplay at the moment. I mean, technically, the fighting games, Persona 4 and Arena Ultimax, they're both Persona 4 and 3. It's called Persona 4 Arena, since it takes place after Persona 4. But at the end of the day, it contains and is a continuation of the cast for both of the characters. Then, the dancing game, all the Persona games have a dancing game, and the Persona Q spin-offs they both include Personas 3 and 4, so... Yeah, because it had the whole, yeah, essentially. Why is she trying to pep talk me into becoming my phony? Okay, so we can't do that. Q? I forgot the game. So, I don't know. I'll probably end up playing the Q games at some point. They don't look so bad. This place is so fruity. That's not a bad thing. Okay, this is useless. Same dialogue as yesterday. Okay, well, there's not much here, so I guess we'll head out now. Let's check out the kitchen at Tribulations. Or, here, has anything changed about the scene of the crime? Not particularly. Okay, well, let's head into the kitchen, see what we can find here. January 7th, Tribulations kitchen. Huh? Mr. Armstrong's talking to someone. Ah, there she is. What voice? I'll be back next month. Hey, Naturalmente! I'll be waiting for you! If you haven't got it by then, I'm afraid I might get a little hot around here. So I'm guessing she's a debt collector, and if he doesn't pay up, she's gonna turn to arson. Okay. Oh no! I will have everything ready, I promise! I love fire, you know? I love the way it crackles. Creepy emo girl over here. No, stop it! I beg of you! Then don't let me down. I'll be watching you. Ma, no! This is not necessary! You can trust me, mademoiselle! Talk to anyone, and I'll drive a knife right through your heart. Oh no! You do not have to worry! You know, you worry far too much! Maybe this will help you relax. It is the oil of sandalwood! Oh, it was amazing! Spin-off Fansairs funny games. Chuckled once through the whole playthrough. This is Persona not funny. I mean, I've heard that they also have some nice dungeoning too, so, you know, a nice gameplay extension. The fuck is up with emo girl? I don't know, she's pretty cute. I do love raw meat from time to time. Oh god, it's happening again! What's in that face? That will never not be funny to me. The suffering emoji. I'll be taking my leave. Goodbye. For now. Oh, I have no shivers. I must rub some of my oil all over my body before I become the nervous wreck. Oh, that feels so good. Oh la la! Oh, pardonnez-moi, monsieur. My eyes! My eyes! Oh my god, this is probably one of the funniest cases in the entire game, in the entire series so far. Holy shit. Your eyes! If you have trouble with your eyes, you need this! The oil of sandalwood! Isn't this just the leftovers what you were just using? I'm dying! You don't exactly have many customers, do you, Mr. Armstrong? No, you are right, monsieur. But perhaps that is the perfect time for you to visit me, non? That way I can give you my undivided attention and cook for you la dish supreme. Putting on a brave face, huh? That's what girls do, Nick. But you are right. Business is very difficult these days. Perhaps the name is the problem. People do not understand it. They think it is a tray. I just wanted people to think that my restaurant was exclusive. But they think you just serve fast food on cheap plastic trays. Nick, that's the kind of thing that can make a girl cry. Have you forgotten that Mr. Armstrong is a man, Maya? But this restaurant is my life, is everything to me. I will defend it until la finale, or no one will take it from me. Kanji escape cook from Ace Attorney series. So, what was the woman you were just talking to? Oh la la! You saw that? Ah, well, yes, sorry. Also, you don't know he's gay. This is normal in Europe, you know? Is he gay or European? It's hard to guarantee. Is he gay or European? Well, hey, don't look at me. a great fucking song. So, who was she? She looks so polite and graceful. Polite? Graceful? And she likes raw meat and fries, right? And fires. I'll be back next month. Wait, not more! I'll be waiting for you! If you haven't got it by then, I'm afraid I might get a little hot around here. Oh, no! I will have everything ready, I promise! Now that I think about it, hey Maya, I think it's pretty clear what kind of conversation they were having. You think so? Well, let's show them that piece of evidence and see what happens. Alright, well I want to show them some other stuff first. Okay, so first of all, sports paper, magazine clipping, job listings, lunch special, scooter. Has he ever seen the scooter? Oh! That's a reaction! What is it? Is this your scooter? No, I saw it before in Environment Square, you see? Mon Dieu! No! Take it away! Do not show that to me! Talk about an allergic reaction! Okay, we'll see about that later. It is true. My vases are broken all the time. I bought the new ones the next day after the incident. But they wouldn't let me put it on the table because of the investigation. It's a miracle they've let you keep your cafe open. Glenn's autopsy report. Died of potassium cyanide poisoning. Time of death was between 1:30 and 2:30 p.m. No. Fabian floor plan, crime scene. Yeah, let's ask him about the photo. Or I guess no. Coffee cup. Lottery. What about the lottery ticket? If only I had taken the lottery ticket. I would not have any debts right now. I would be free. Look on the bright side, Mr. Armstrong. You won $1, right? A lack of remorse for having stolen something. Priceless. Well, it wasn't priceless. It was $1. It's pricey. Apron worn by Maggie at the time of the incident. Small pocket with big things. Yeah, what happened to the apron? It's not potassium cyanide. Prescription bag. Lottery. No. Okay. Oh, actually, I wanted to ask Gumshoe about some profiles. I forgot that you can do that in this game. And Maggie's probably crying all alone right now, huh? Yeah, thanks to you. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, don't torch poor Gumshoe's feelings like they're cups of creme brulee. You're really crazy about Maggie, aren't you? No, I'm not that, you don't have to hide it, Gumshoe. It's pretty obvious. Yeah, you're way too plain looking for Maggie, right? I'll arrest you right now if you weren't so right. Yeah, I want to ask you about the victim. Yeah, this guy was a real programming genius. They call him the walking computer at the place he worked. What happens when he crashes, though? Does he just stop moving all of a sudden? No, he gets poisoned with cyanide. He wasn't literally a computer, Maya. Anyway, there's nothing between Maggie and the victim. Yeah, that's what we found out yesterday, too. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, don't you have any information that's a bit more fun? See, it's interesting because, I mean, we should have been able to throw out their entire case unless they could give us a credible motive, because the lottery ticket motive is one giant hole, because if the murder was conducted using cyanide, right? That means that either the person who committed the murder just regularly carries cyanide around, like, you know, for personal reasons, or the murder was premeditated. So, unless you can prove that a normal person would just carry cyanide on their person at all times, you have to accept the fact that the murder was premeditated. And if the murder was premeditated, then the lottery ticket motive doesn't work. That can't be the motive. Fun. I know. So, you pay a visit to where Mr. Al worked yet? You might as well. His workplace? Where's that? A computer firm called Blue Screens Inc. Yeah, something like that. Sounds like a real stable company. This could be fun, Nick. Let's go. Blue screens of death, more like. Computers aren't really my thing, Maya. Neither is law, apparently. We'll be fine. I know all about the high-tech stuff. I wonder about that. It's just around the corner from this joint. You should take a look. A computer firm called Blue Screens Inc., huh? Okay. Also a detective at the local precinct. Yeah, what do you have to say about Kudo's testimony? You know, in all my years, I've never seen a witness who was this confused before. Yeah, you look pretty confused by his testimony. And nothing against the old guys, I like them and all, but he sounded like he was pretty sure about what he saw. Because that is what he saw. Yeah, that's the impression I got too. Me 3. But then, why doesn't even a single part of his testimony corroborate any of the facts? Because he witnessed a different event from the actual murder. Travian, owner and chef, is a large debt and prior convictions for staff. And you know what the chef said to me? Ooh la la, your body is full of toxins. And he gave me his bottle. What's in it? Yeah, I don't know. The label says juniper. Hey, but I'll tell you what, this stuff works like a charm. I slept like a rock last night. Oh, really? That's nice. Juniper, huh? Okay. Oh, now let's go ask the chef here. Has he met Gato? He has not. Let's ask him about Maggie. Oh, it hurts me to see that poor girl's face. Maggie's? I heard she was superhuman and unhappy. Superhumanly? And if she hadn't come to her for me, she would have gone into this mess. Ah, I'm missing something here, aren't I? Would you sweet désolé, Marie, forgive me. Interesting. He feels like he might actually feel kind of guilty for framing her, I guess. Ah, le dead man, the first in my restaurant. No way, you mean... No, okay, no. Oh, you seen that? Ah, this old man is a regular here. My specialty of cappuccino and cold water is one of his favorites. Was he here at the time of the incident? Oui, he was here. I am sure of it. When that incident happened, the old man was here. Why did Maya seem a bit confused there? He was here, I'm sure of it. When the incident happened, the old man was here. Okay, that's fine. Right, well, let's shove it in his face then. Tender lender. So long as that paper exists, I am but a delightful angel with some broken wings. An angel, huh? It doesn't bode well when you think about it. Oui, they kept harassing me month after month. In the end, I had to give in. I agreed to help them. Help them? With what? With the murder of Glenn Elg. Bien sûr, if I did not owe them some money, I would have refused. But my hands were tied. Please, what did you agree to help them with? None! I cannot say. If I tell you that woman, she will slice me up and eat me with la salad garnish. Oh, I hope he doesn't mean that he'll literally be sliced up and served with garnish. That's the impression I got, actually. I'm gonna guess that woman had something to do with the with your loan contract, am I right? Ah! Please, Mr. Armstrong, tell us about that woman. The woman who's here earlier. I take it that she's, Oh, why has it come to this? What a tragedy! Suddenly, I find myself so deep in the debt. It is a sign of the bad world we live in. Oh. No, I'd say it's more of a sign of la bad culinary skills. La bad culinary. Oh, I'm dead. Why didn't you say that out loud, Phoenix? The woman who was here, the scary woman, she is from the loan office. Loan office? Is that where you borrowed $500,000 from? Oui, tender lender, it is called. A catchy name. Just hearing it makes me want to borrow some money. So then I take it that, Phoenix Wrong is either the owner or works for Tender Lender. That would explain why him and the woman were working together and why they had this plot to kill Glen Elg and take his money. Please, you must not borrow from them. If you must, no more than $10. $10? That's like your whole monthly stipend, Maya. Hey, I get a bit more than that, thank you very much. So, Tender Lender's the loan office you borrowed $500,000 from, huh? I wonder if they've got anything to do with this case. They're the murderers. I am a weak woman. When I am upset, I have to buy something nice to cheer me up. Oh, thanks to him loading me the money, I have to pay back $500,000 now. I am like a slave. I have to do everything that he tells me. Who is he? The tiger. The tiger? Oui, he is the manager of the Tender Lender, a terrifying man, the big city mobster. When he shouts at me, my knees are trembling and his voice is ringing in my head for 3 days. As soon as I hear the noise of the battered old scooter he rides, I start to cry. A big city mobster who rides a battered old scooter? Hell yep, that's Phoenix Wrong. So does this guy resemble me by any chance? Oh, no! That man has a poisons, a most formidable personality. Although, he does have the spiky hair just like you. There is a resemblance here, I suppose. Sounds like this loan office is worth checking out after all. If you want to visit the Tender Lender, it is just beyond the Vitamin Square. Hey, Nick. If you need money, I can loan you some, as long as it's less than $3. Thanks for the offer, Maya. Just beyond Vitamin Square, huh? Oh. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I just got a text message. I had to answer it. Let's see. Yeah, well, I'm gonna head back to the precinct now. We got a big meeting starting in a bit. About Maggie's case, you mean? No, about getting, fucking, like... What is it called? About getting hacked. Hold on, I need to check something. 6th, when is this? Gonna be that. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. I just need to sort this out real quick. 8. No, not that. August 1st. And then this is August 6th. Yeah, okay, that sounds good. Sounds good. Alright, perfect. Let me head back over to YouTube so I can have the chat open. And then we can continue here. Oh, okay. It's not about Maggie's case, I can tell you that much. Nah, no, it's pretty much wrapped up now. There's a big case going down at the moment, so she's being pushed aside. Okay, well, see you later then. Yeah, bye. Big case. Interesting. I wonder if that's gonna tie it up. He's back. This is awkward. You better get going, detective. You'll be late. Hey, actually, I kinda got a favor to ask. It's a big one. A favor? Yeah, it's for Maggie, actually. I was kinda hoping you'd give this to her. Rice and it's a lot of sausages. Like a lot of sausages. Like holy fuck, those are a lot of sausages. What is it? Like I'm a pretty big eater, but that's excessive. Yeah, it's a lunchbox, and I got up so early, so I got up early so I could make it. I've been really worried about her. She looked like she'd lost a lot of weight. Detective Gumshoe? How many weenies are in there? There's not a person on Earth who could down this much meat. Yeah, you think? I love weenies. I can't get enough of their tender juices. So we give it to her. It took me ages to make, so please say you will, pal. I can't exactly say no, can I? A tenderly handmade lunchbox fills with so much with love and plenty of weenies. Maybe I'll eat it myself if I get hungry. Yeah, you could definitely eat all those weenies. And don't forget, okay? I'm counting on you to give that to Maggie. He's finally gone. All right. We got a lot of places to go, but let's check out the detention center first of all. Nothing there. Criminal affairs, anything new? All right, that means we got some new areas to check out. Shall we go to Tender Lender first or to Blue Screens Inc? Let's check out Blue Screens first, since it's right here. Oh my god, these nerds! January 7th, Blue Screen Inc. Wow, this place is so high-tech. You can almost smell the electricity in the air. It is a computer firm, Maya, and they can't work without electricity, you know? Who are you? Oh, hello. I'm sorry, access is restricted to authorized personnel only. This is a computer programming laboratory. There are far too many trade secrets that could be leaked. Wow, what secrets? Everything you see here is classified. No information can leave this building. Understood. Who is this woman? She's like a robot of some kind of whacked educational show. My name is Lisa Basil. I am the company director. Director? She's human? She's more like a ghost in a shell! Man, the localization team have outdone themselves. I don't even know if this was in the in the original script, these many references, or if this was the localization team. Whoever came up with all these references and shit is fantastic. And nothing over her eye. Is that the same device as Glen Elg? That's a DMH, right? Nice try, but it's the other way around, Maya. It's an HMD. All of my programmers here at Blue Screens Inc. are supplied with HMDs. Then do you write programs too? No, I just enjoy wearing this. They are pretty cool. I wouldn't mind one. A lot of notes right there. Wow, look at this mess. Looks like they're all betting tickets. What kind of betting tickets? Betting which horse will win a given race. They're horse racing tickets. So he's a gambling addict. Oh, wow. His drawers are pretty stuffed full of these. Looks like they're all losing tickets, though. And when he finally won a fucking lottery, he got murdered. Sad, man. This many tickets would get you, what, $1 down at the recycling center? I didn't know you were so hard up that you'd try to profit from the dead, Nick. I'm just taking them as evidence, Maya. Wow, look at this desk, Nick. What a mess. It looks pretty average to me. But you can't get any work done with everything all over the place like this. You think? Real whiz kids can work under any condition, you know? Hey, look at my fucking desk. It's here, I'll show you. It's an absolute disaster mess over here. Oh, that's my hand, shit. Here. Not exactly the most organized person. You know? She's trying to hint that I should tidy the desk more. I'll clean up my desk when Maya stops asking silly questions. Sorry then, yeah. Yeah, big shits are the best. Hey, this calendar. What about it? Is there another hint about the tidying? You can forget about it. Someone marked December 3rd in red pen. December 3rd? That's the day Mr. L was murdered. Right, because he had a lunch date. Is there anything else? Yeah, it says meet with the tiger. The tiger? Yep, so he did meet with Phoenix Wrong before the murder. Couple of guys over here. He's really pounding that keyboard, isn't he? Wow, I bet that's where the pro and programmer comes from, huh? I guess I shouldn't be resting on my laurels. Gotta expand my skill sets and all that. This entire thing just feels like the developers patting themselves in the back, doesn't it? Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe I could become old CD's apprentice. What about your spirit medium training? What? Spirit medium's gotta make some money on the side, you know? Part-time spirit medium, part-time programmer. Hey, look, Nick, it's a supercomputer. Maybe you can, like, summon the ghost of Alan Turing so that he can help you troubleshoot your Hello World program. It looks like it's really smart and wise, doesn't it? Computers are only as smart as the humans who use them, Maya. That explains why we don't use computers in our office. You work there too! Yeah, but at least I'm... Please, don't argue about something so trivial. Otherwise, the computer will laugh at you. She said she'd laugh at us, Nick. She's a human, Maya, not a computer! And it's just like, what the fuck is that? It's not my fault that the chat is so what the fuck worthy! You know? So, what exactly is this firm's business? I will try to simplify it so that you can understand. We analyze the data management systems required by certain branches of industry, and by delivering optimum operating systems and source-level components to them. Huh? You lost me on the corner of analyze and management. It doesn't matter, they analyze stuff. You got that much, right? The software we produce is distributed on CDs. That's the CD that the tiger got. So he bought some kind of CD from the victim, some kind of computer program. Perhaps he's the one that's actually hacking the police department as we speak. But how does this tie into MC Bomber? Unless this is not actually a rap deal, but that's the name of the program. Bomber could mean that it bombs computers, but what does MC stand for? Time zones suck. It always... I mean, yeah, literally half of my audience is in Japan and Korea. And like, I have like 3 people in my audience that aren't from Japan and Korea, as far as I know, and one of their computers is broken, so they can't watch it. So they can't watch anything. So that's astounding. Scooter ridden by my phony. Wheel guard is all smashed up. Alright. CDs? Yes, compact CDs. Digital, optical, storage, media. Of course, CDs are used for software as well as music. It is a small firm, but all of my employees are first-class programmers. Let's ask one of them what they are doing. Excuse me, what are you working on right now?
I'm researching a logical axis shared on global variables. Obviously, program structure here influences response and performance, so the co-independence of variables from memory overheads is vitally important to the success of the execution.
Well, you get the idea. This is the sort of thing we are involved in. Did you good people follow all of that? Yeah. I mean, you could always move to Japan. That way you can miss the streams together. Your blank smile just said otherwise, Maya. You know about what happened, right, Miss Basil? You mean about Glenn being poisoned? Yes, I know. It's terrible. Can you tell us anything that might be helpful? I don't think so. A police officer was here earlier too, but I couldn't tell him anything either because the waitress who committed the crime was nothing to do with Blue Screen Inc. Oh. How about Mr. Alec's desk? Have you cleared it out already? No, not yet. This one right in front of you. If there's anything that might be useful for you, you are welcome to take it. Yes, there might be a clue left somewhere. Well, I already helped ourselves to that. Well, let's ask some questions. Sports paper? Would you mind taking a look at this? I'm sorry, that data is super admin restricted desktop access password protected. Super admin restricted desktop access password protected? What? This is madness! No, Maya, that is Sparta! She won't tell us unless we say the right code word. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? This couldn't have been a joke in the Japanese version, right? This has to be the localization team fucking with me, right? This is Sparta? A code word, huh? Sesame! If it's not Sesame, then it must be her mother's maiden name. That's how it always is. It's not point in having a password if it's always the same thing, Maya. My entire fucking online presence. I'm in danger. I guess she just doesn't want to talk about this. Maybe you should focus on asking about Glenn Elg. What do you say? 0% funny? No, that Sparta reference was great. 7 since I was trounced. I don't know why they made this little interaction so serious. Okay. Job listings. Lunch special. Scooter. Oh, would you recognize the scooter? You do not. Fantastic. Do we have to do this whole thing every time we present something that she doesn't care about? Right, that's useless. Victor's testimony, Glenn's autopsy report, the Trabian floor plan, the crime photo, the coffee cup, lottery ticket, apron, potassium cyanide, prescription bag. Did you know about Glenn's medical situation? No, you did not. Okay, I mean, it was quite recent, so I guess that's fine. Millionaire radio, Gumshoe's lunchbox. Yeah, about the lottery tickets. She's not telling us anything. This is disappointing. Not even about the calendar? Nope. Okay. Alright, well, let's try some profiles here. Maggie Bird, Glenn Elg. About Mr. Elg. He was a top programmer. He could even say he was a genius. But he did suffer from 1 or 2 bugs in his personality. Oh, like what? He was a bit of a loser. Perhaps that would be the best way to describe it. That's what got him into trouble. What's the matter? He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. So he was really no trouble at all. A model employee. Hey, wait a minute! Just now you said something about him being in trouble. Got to find out what this trouble was exactly. Dick Gumshoe, Victor Kudo, John Armstrong, Lisa Basil. What does it say about her? CEO of Blue Screens Inc., Glenn's old boss. Absolutely not a robot. Spot Yo Mama Jackson? It's the first one, laughing at your dick. About Mr. Elg. Was he in some kind of trouble? I'm sorry, why would you think that? I thought you said something about that just now. You said he got himself in trouble because he was a bit of a loser. Psyche lock time, yup. Three Psyche locks. I guess Mr. Elg is like every other man with his own pile of secrets. Alright, well, I doubt we can break it right now, but we might as well go ahead and try. I know that we have the meeting with the tiger and the lottery ticket, so we can definitely talk about his gambling addiction and his, him having to loan money from tender lenders, so I'd say we're pretty close to cracking this, but we might just be missing 1 or 2 pieces of evidence. Glenn's trouble. So, how about you tell me what kind of trouble Mr. Elg was in? I'm sorry, sir, but we don't deal with troubleshooting here. Perhaps you'd like to speak with someone in customer service. What's she talking about? I guess I better just take a shot and see where it gets me. Miss Basil, let me ask you something. Did Mr. Elg's trouble have something to do with this? The lottery tickets.
Take that!
What is that? A bunch of horse racing tickets. All losing ones. With that many tickets, you could get $1 at the recycling center. You good people are very, very bad. Cashing in on others' misfortunes is immoral. Is that a whiff of hypocrisy I smell? But what is the relevance of these tickets? The victim, Mr. Glenn Elg. He had a gambling habit, didn't he? I think habit is putting it mildly. There were 500 tickets! I don't think that's a logical conclusion based on the facts. Everyone likes to go to the races from time to time. Yeah, but not everyone buys this many tickets. Anyways, I don't believe that proves anything on its own. You're right, but I'm not through yet. Mr. Elm's gambling wasn't restricted to horse races, was it?
Take that!
He also played the lottery. The lottery, horse racing, he bought a lot of tickets. And lost a lot of times. That's got to have hurt his wallet pretty bad, don't you think? Maybe bad enough to be the cause of some pretty serious trouble. No! You are right. Glenn did have a gambling habit. You good people must not follow his example. Do you understand? Trust me, even if I wanted to, I don't exactly have the money to buy any. But if you win, there's no problem, is there? And Glenn had a winning ticket, didn't he? For $500,000. Yeah, but it's hard to imagine how he could have been in trouble then, isn't it? It's true that Mr. Elm won. Elg won $500,000 in the end, but that was his first stroke of good luck. He was in deep trouble before that. Deep trouble? What do you mean? Mr. Elg's real problem was someone or something more terrifying and ferocious. The tiger. Mr. Elg had met with someone on the day he was killed. He even made a note on his calendar about the meeting. Meet with the tiger. What is the relevance of this? Are you trying to suggest Glenn was meeting him to discuss his debt? Yeah, that is what I'm thinking. But I have never heard anything about this tiger before. Maybe he's not even human. Maybe he really is a tiger. I'm no programmer, but does she really expect me to buy such messed up logic? In that case, I think it's time to introduce you to the tiger. Okay, so we don't have... Okay, so we need to actually meet the tiger at Tender Lender before we can come back to her. Got it. Alright, let's leave, and let's head over to the detention center. Okay, not yet. Got it. Then let's head over to Tender Lender and meet the tiger. Tender Lender. January 7th, Tender Lender. Went through compromise, a bunch of snazzy suits, including one very fabulous blue attorney's jacket with a pin. Boxing bag. Okay, this is one sheety ass plate. Ah, and there it is. There's the CD, but guess it looks like it was music after all. Let's see. January 7th, Tender Lender. This place gives off a really strange vibe, doesn't it? Looks like the tiger isn't in his lair. And that is, as they say, a very good thing. Welcome. Ah, talk about a creepy voice that makes your soul want to shrivel up and die! It's the girl. You're here to discuss alone. No, not exactly. The manager is away at the moment. Wait quietly, please. I'm gonna go listen to some MCR in the meantime. Oh, what's your favorite album? Personally, I'm very partial to, the, Danger Days, the true lives of the fabulous Killjoys. I'm more of a, Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge fan myself. Well, I'm sure we can both agree that the Black Parade is overrated, right? Yes, of course. Even I gave you bullets, you gave me your love is better than the Black Parade. It's only the album that got popular. I'm glad we can get along so well. She's gone just like that. I didn't know you listened to MCR, Nick. The Black Parade was pretty good. Fucking Normie! I guess we'll just have to come back another time. This is the perfect opportunity, Nick. This place reeks of suspicion. Come on, Nick. Let's take a look around, okay? You think it'd be okay? Of course. No one will ever know. Coffee? Ah! I'll leave it here for you to enjoy. Quietly. Yes, thank you. Arigato. Do not touch the desk, please. Or else, you might find yourself stuffed within it. Nick, let's get out of here. Now she wants to get out of here? We got some stuff to look at here. What's this paper? Let's see, this doll around here is called a Daruma, I think. I figured I'd read a book or two to be more cultured, in case you're wondering. You mean you aren't making stuff up for a change? I bet you also didn't know that no matter what, he's always right himself. What? Oh, the doll. Come on, Nick. Give it a good shove. Only if I feel like dying. Now, this yellow thing is a Japanese chess piece. I think it's a king? Not that I'm an expert or anything. I'm more of a reverse C person, you know? I'm assuming she knows what she's talking about. These aren't exactly your typical mobster wannabe items. They're not trophies, are there? Ugh. Hey, there's a piece of paper sticking out from under here. That's what I pointed out. A repair bill? Looks like he did some repair work on his car. Does he even have one? $150,000 to replace a bumper and a light. That's insane. Car registered to Cadaverini's? Ah, so it's not even the Tiger's car. Why would someone else repair the bill? Why would someone else's repair bill be in the Tiger's office? Could the great debt collector be in debt himself? Cadaverini family. Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna go get a drink real quick. I'll be right back. This will be quick. And we're back. You know, it is true, what they say. You can't beat Mexican Coke. It's just too good. I am seriously addicted. I mean, to Coke in general. I'll even like down like 5 cans of Coke Zero in like a single day. But like, this shit is on a whole nother level, you know? Hey, look at this Parisian style coat. It's so chic. Probably shouldn't be drinking Coke while trying to do voices, since, you know, Coke is not good for your vocal cords. You know, it makes it hard to get a good sound out of your vocal cords. Ideally, you want to drink water, not cold water though. Slightly, also not, you know, warm water, but like, you know, slightly chilled water. Not like ice cold, but you know, definitely also not hot. Hey, look at this. This suit is the same color as the one you wear, Nick. Huh, the same color as my suit? Ah! Keep your voice down, Maya, she said quietly. Nick, you've gotta take a look at some cake. Oh, why, thank you. Ah! I'll just leave it here for you. Yeah, sure. Thanks. Just wait here quietly. Otherwise... Sure. Did you hear that, Nick? Wait quietly, she said. Yes, of course, ma'am. I have my eye on you. Only so I can take care of you. Understand? Yes, of course. You're taking care of us, all right? You know, you've given us some coffee, some cake. Taking care of us, very good. Very good. Ah, I'm scared, Nick. So? What are you getting so excited about before? Look, on the lapel of this suit. That's an attorney's badge! They fell for this shit? Are you kidding? They actually fell for that. It's cardboard! Is the tiger a lawyer? No way! Look at this thing, it's made of paper. Made out of cardboard and painted to look authentic. It's actually astonishing that no one realized that this was fake. Like, holy shit. For some reason, your badge suddenly looks really cheap to me, Nick. Does anyone recognize an obvious... Why doesn't anyone recognize an obviously fake badge when they see one? Okay. Check out the ad. Let's check out this. Oh no, someone dropped the ashtray on the floor. That's gonna be a nightmare to clean up. Yeah, it's all over the rug and everything. I accidentally knocked over a really big space heater once. Cleaning up was such a pain. It's one of those super antiques where you have to burn a ton of charcoal. How did you manage to knock one of those over? Aren't they supposed to be super heavy? Oh, hey! There's a book of matches here, too. Très bien. Matches, huh? Places don't give those out much nowadays. Hey, wait a second. What is it? Look what's printed on this cover. It says Très bien. Yep, matches for advertising. These matches could come in handy. We might be able to use them. Yeah, the pilot light for the office boiler keeps going out. Swing and a miss, Maya. Swing and a miss. Yeah, so that will allow us to actually prove that the tiger was at Très bien. What's this? It's a punching bag. It's also hard to speak when you like drink a lot of carbonated beverage and like you get a lot of gas in your stomach, and because it will your stomach will expand because of the gas, and it will push up on your diaphragm, which means you can't expand your diaphragm as much, and it doesn't allow you to get as deep of a sound as you'd like. It's also why you also sound a lot better when you're standing up than when you're sitting down, because sitting down also presses onto your diaphragm. Shit you learn from, voice acting and singing. What? No way! You wouldn't catch me walking around with a bag like that! What do you mean, walking around? The design's gross to start with. It's way too heavy to be practical. Why is it called a punching bag? Don't people know messenger bags are in? I knew it. I was right before. Back at Très Bien. Paris fashion is more my thing. I really, really hope she's pulling my chain on this one. Okay, let's check this out. A CD player on the desk, but the desk is so loud. I wonder... There's a CD player on the desk, but the desk is so loud, it's a wonder you can hear it. The desk is loud? The lid's open. I wonder what kind of music the tiger is into. Have you finished the coffee? Ah! Yes, thanks. It was lovely. Well... So, you drank it all? Oh no, I forgot this was a poisoning case. They know exactly who we are. Oh, that's so clever! They're gonna kidnap. Well, we'll see. What are they gonna kidnap us, and then the tiger is gonna stand in for me in court and try to, fuck up Maggie a second time, and then I won't be able to claim a miss. They won't let me to call a mistrial a second time. If you touch anything else that doesn't belong to you, there's always another cup. Okay, we haven't... That coffee is laced with something. I'm almost sure of it. It's my stomach, it's killing me. Oh, wait. Maybe it's just the burger I ate for breakfast. I sure hope so. You better take a look at that CD while we're still alive and have a chance. What the? What? It's not the Rocco soundtrack, is it? Claw of the Tiger? It's a demo CD. The artist's name has been handwritten on the disc in pen. MC Bomber. What? This must be the CD Maggie told us about. Let's listen to it. I bet it's heavy metal. No way! That one will make us drink more coffee if we do. Sample disc with the name written in marker. Interesting. Come out from under the desk, Maya.
Why you two snoop around my office for?
Nothing. We were just.
My precious carpet! You's got ash on my rug! Or you gon' finish your ugly feet never come through my door!
It wasn't us. It was already like that.
You was wanna argue with me? Is that what you doing? You think you can take me on? Yeah, I'm gonna flatten you two into pancakes and turn yous into my new rugs!
Oh. Don Tiger, you're back. Voices like evil seeping into your head through your ears! I'm sorry, Don Tiger. I knocked over that ashtray earlier, and... she's got a death wish or what?
Oh! Alright.
What?
Forget about it, Violetta. It's nothing.
What?
I ain't gonna get mad at you. Oh, you're too cute, you hear?
That's so unfair! Here, have some cookies. I just baked them. And you'll need some strong espresso while you're discussing your loan. No more than $10, I believe, is what was recommended.
Phoenix White!
Yes?
You's either crazy or you just plain stupid to chase after me! I worked so hard, but now you's gonna come in and mess up my plan?
So it was him. He's my phony.
Yeah, but I don't care. No one gets in my way.
What? You mean, excuse me?
You should have left that little girl at home, right?
Huh? You think that's
No questions! This is the last time we meet!
Wait, please! That's pretty weak, Nick. You waited until he was out of earshot before you shouted at him. Like you don't want to talk. I didn't hear you scream, "Hold it!" either. The espresso. And cookies. This woman is definitely not good for my heart. What was it the tiger called her? Violetta. I take it Violetta, Oh, we can talk to her now. Cool. Violetta... Cadaverini. Yeah, that name fits her all right. Cadaver. So, I'm kind of curious about your company, Tender Lender. With the warm and friendly atmosphere you'd expect from a family-sized business, a conscientious rate of interest, and an attractive repayment policy. Why do I get the feeling this sentence isn't going to end well? We will tenderly lend you that little extra bit here at Tender Lender. Hey Nick, things are a bit tight for writing code at the moment, aren't they? I mean, there's that $500 you owe me from your card game for starters. Why don't you take out a loan? I'd like to take out a loan from a place like this? Not so much. Tender Lender is on your side. So, let's say I'm late with my repayment. What happens then? We'd give you more coffee. Strong coffee. Ah, right. I think I'd rather skip town. Hey, just remember, I can make strong coffee too, Nick. Strong tea as well. Not this strong. So, do you know about the incident we're investigating? What incident? Well, a man was poisoned in a restaurant just near here. That incident... Let me see. I was here that day with the manager. The manager being the tiger. Furio Tiger. Furio? Tiger? So that's where the tiger thing comes from. Zin Ehop's got a real name, Nick. Hurry up and find out more about him. Alright, well, let's do some presenting. At a age question mark, question mark, question mark. Interesting that certain characters are question mark, question mark, question mark. Possibly part of the staff at Tender Lender, a thoroughly bitter person. Head of Tender Lender Loan Company, also known as the Tiger. Furio Tiger. Okay. Sports paper, magazine clipping. Sports paper. About this, more coffee? You must have more. No! Thanks, I've had enough. Really? I'm so thirsty. If you don't, I don't leave the office. I can't tell you about anything. Except Don Tiger. Tiger's motorcycle. Nope. The loan contract. That tells you about Tribulations, floor plan, coffee, lottery ticket. Vacuum cyanide, prescription bag, millionaire radio flyer, gumshoe, losing, Glenn. Repair bill. Paper badge. Alright, so literally the only thing we can ask her about seems to be Don Tiger. Okay. What about yourself? Nope, not even that. Can I ask you about the tiger? I mean, Mr. Tiger. Cookie? Sure. How do you like my cookies? I've ate them myself. Go ahead, Nick. The honor is all yours. No, ladies first, Maya. No matter how I look at this, I just don't get it. What are the tiger and this scary girl doing working together? We are lovers. That's not exactly coming across in your tone of voice. And I owe Don Tiger my life. He's the one who saved me. Tiger saved you? Please address him properly as Don Tiger. Otherwise, I'll have to. Okay, Don Tiger, of course. I'm sorry, Monsieur Tiger. You saved her life. I'd sure like to know how that happened. I'm very frail, you see. I just recently, I died once. You died? About 4 months ago. The doctor said to abandon all hope. I guess they were expecting her to take a boat ride across the river Styx. But Don Tiger, he saved me. He gave up everything. Everything? When I found out about what he had done for me, I was happy. No offense, but I'm finding that a little hard to believe. I decided I'd pay him back with my life by serving him coffee and espresso. I still wonder about what's in her coffee. So, is that why you've got that bandage around your head? This? So what's the story with that bandage? They put it on after the operation. Operation? It's just a little injury. A little fatal injury. A fatal injury? Maya just suffered one herself by the sound of it. So, what's that injury you were talking about before, when you said you had died once? Oh, this is a big one! Forelocks! She really creeps me out, Nick. Same here, but we gotta find out the truth. Right, well, we're not getting anywhere here, but we can try. We'll see how far we can get. After this, I'm gonna head back to Blue Screens Inc., and I should be able to actually crack that one. The head bandage. You said the bandage around your head was from an operation? You also said you suffered a fatal injury to the head, correct? Yes, the operation was
very difficult, apparently.
Now, by fatal injury, you mean you were hurt badly by, very badly somehow, correct? The injury in question have something to do with this. Okay. The scooter, right? It was I assumed it was a car crash, and then for some reason he's paying the bill and shit like that. Repair bill or scooter? Let's go with the scooter. Take that. Well,
Donuts?
huh?
I baked them myself. Homemade donuts. Have one.
What's inside?
Jam and...
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that last part. Thanks, but no thanks. I think I'll pass. I guess that was a flop. Not a big fan of jam donuts myself. I like them glazed and nothing else. Achievement unlocked. Violetta's homemade donuts. Interesting. Right, so not the scooter. We can try the repair bill. There we go, okay. I have here a car repair bill. From this, it seems pretty obvious that this car was involved in an accident.
Let me see that. This bill is made out to the Cavardinis.
Yes, it is.
I don't think I ever introduced myself. Tell me, what do the Cavardinis have to do with me?
Something tells me she's not about to say hi and introduce herself. Alright then, your relationship with the Cavardinis is very strong, and here's why. We don't have this information yet. So yeah, okay. So yeah, it looks like we need some kind of way to prove her connection with the Cavardinis, and then from there, the whole thing should unravel. January 7th, Vitamin Square. There he is! Old Seedy's back feeding the pigeons again.
I'll take this, and get out of my park!
Like I thought, he's really mad. We did kind of gaslight him yesterday, didn't we? Come on, Maya. Just keep your head down and let's sneak away when we can. Oh, why? Hello, old man! What are you doing?
Huh?
Hey, he just turned his back on us. I'm not surprised. I bet it really hurt his pride in courtroom this morning. Hey, Mr. Kudo. Look, we really need to talk to you, alright?
Out with the demons! And with good fortune!
Ow, 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 ow! Seeds! Shell splinters! Painful! I always knew you were a demon, Maya. I like his theme, it's pretty good. Got the, Japanese style to it. I'm sorry about what happened in court earlier today.
Everyone will be talking about me behind my back. That dirty old man who was so busy looking at the servant girl's backside. He can't remember her face. A filthy, depraved animal.
Not at all.
Are you listening to me, boy? I don't care what you say. I saw what that waitress put it in. She put some white powder into that young lady's Javachino.
Yeah, we hear you.
And another thing, that young lady about was wearing an earpiece on the same side as the lens of his broken spectacle.
What the fuck did you just say? What'd you say? Bro. Oh wait, no, he thinks, okay. Broken spectacle because there's only one side. Okay, for a second I thought he was like, oh, the actual glass was broken. And so like, I was like, wait, so the victim when he fell down on the table break his glass and then it was broken when the guy put it on, but no, okay. He's always been referring it like that, I just forgot about it. Okay, yeah, he's just referring to the fact that it only has a single lens.
So I made a little mistake with that vase. So what? I know what I saw. I tell you.
Okay, take it easy, please, Mr. Kudo.
Don't tell me to take it easy, you spiky-haired brat. Take this.
You said you were a craftsman, right?
The modern world casts honest craftsmen like me aside in droves.
True, actually. It's the failings of the capitalist economy at the end of the day. The for-profit system truly, hurts, the art and craftsman industries by focusing on large-scale manufacturing. This is why we need socialism, guys. Surely it's not that.
I come from a long line of craftsmen right back to the time of the shoguns.
And it's the exact same thing for video games, because at the end of the video games are a craft. They're an art. And capitalism hurts that art.
Hey, you hear me? I'm becoming an embroiderer. I was born one.
Actually, I'm kind of in the same situation myself.
I wanted to stick my fingers up that dribbling old judge's nose. He'd scream right down his ear hole. Objection!
Oh, so did you want to become a lawyer when you were young? I don't think that's quite it, Maya. I think he's just in a bad mood, that's all.
I've got a tsunami of frustration inside, and it's ready to bust out!
We let him start rambling now. We might never shut him up. What should I do? Or suck it up? I guess I better let him talk, because I know he's telling the truth. So, there's not much call for craftsmen these days, then?
Of course not, you idiot! All I'm good for nowadays is running errands!
Errands?
Everyone takes advantage of the elderly.
Please say more. Would a certain spiky-haired gentleman have asked you, or maybe the chef, actually it makes more sense for it to be the chef, asked you to run an errand on the day of the crime, by any chance?
Buy some bread, Gramps, take the dog for a walk, Granddad. Feed the pigeons, old man. What am I, some sort of two-bit community handyman?
Well...
Buy some bread? Now that I can understand. What's the point of feeding some city pigeons? Well, people say what they mean, get lost. That's what they're trying to say. Oh, yes, I'm just an inconvenience, you see? At home, at that restaurant, yeah, I just get in the way, don't I?
Right. Someone asked you to leave the restaurant so that they could stage the crime. And I bet it was just around 1:30, 1:40. Meaning there was a point of time during the day of the crime that was completely unaccounted for. I'm sure you don't... Wait a minute. What did he just say? At home and at the restaurant? Hold up. By restaurant, are you talking about Tribulations? Did you get asked to run an errand there too?
Yeah, I did. The very day that young brat was poisoned.
What? So there it is. That is the one thing that I was shaky on. And that's that. That's the final piece of the puzzle. My prediction is fully complete. On the day of the crime, at 1:30-ish, they ask him to go run an errand, probably feeding the pigeons or something like that. Then Glen Elg comes in as per his, scheduled meeting with the tiger. He meets with the tiger. The tiger poisons, Maggie brings over a cup of tea or coffee. The tiger poisons it. Glen Elg dies. After that, they take his body into the, They take his body into the kitchen, right as and sometime after that, the old man returns from his errand and sits down to have some coffee himself. Then, the killer, the tiger, dresses up like Glen Elg, but puts the earpiece on the wrong side of his head, because he's an idiot. Then he heads out probably through the back door, heads into the establishment from the front door as if he was a regular customer, sits down, at which point Violetta, dressed up like a maid, brings out a cup of coffee and sprinkles some powder into it and makes sure that the old man notices that. Then the tiger, dressed up as Glenn, drinks the cup, has a big dramatic death. At that point, the old man, realizing that there's no phones in the restaurant, heads out to get a payphone. In the meantime, the tiger heads back into the kitchen, takes off his clothes, puts them on the puts the clothes back on Glenn Elg, and then positions him back on the table. Boom. Pretty straightforward. Oh yeah, and when he sees the staged murder happen, Kubo breaks the vase at his table, and sometime after the real murder, Maggie was knocked out. Either she just was knocked out of shock, or they used some kind of sleeping gas or drug to make her fall asleep, and essentially framed her for the whole thing. Pretty straightforward, I'd say. So yeah, let's yeah, that was the one piece, because I knew all of this. The only thing I wasn't sure is, like, why wasn't the old man in the why wasn't the old man in the restaurant during the time of the actual murder? Because it couldn't have been that they just, like, did it before he arrived, because if that was the case, then they didn't, unless he showed up there every single day at a predictable time and they were counting on that, which even that is kind of shaky. They had no way of knowing that he would show up that day and at what time. So if they killed the guy and Kubo didn't show up for them to set up the murder, or if they, you know, if he showed up too late and the autopsy revealed that the murder actually took place before Kubo witnessed it, then that essentially breaks their whole case. But for him to actually have been there before, and for them to have actually sent him out on an errand, makes a lot more sense. So, on the day of the incident, what were you asked to do?
Glad you asked, boy, because I'll tell you what I was asked to do. All of a sudden, that young lad slumped over the table. His cervical collapsed. And I broke the vase. It all happened so fast. I was in a bit of a daze, you see. Then the owner shouted over to me. Excuse-moi, you call the police. Call them yourself. I should have sat back, but I didn't think of it at the time.
So, did you end up calling the police?
Like I said, I was in a bit of a daze.
Called them on your cell phone?
God, do I look like I have one of those newfangled thingamajigs? I went out looking for a payphone, of course.
You went looking for one?
I couldn't find one right away, so, you know, wandered around for 5 minutes or so.
5 minutes? So for 5 minutes after the incident happened,
yes, sirree, the owner was at the Tribulations, on his own.
Why did you mention this in court this morning?
Well, I would have if you would have given me the chance, but you all bullied me out of that courtroom. Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned your kudos for today. Oh, wait a minute. If that's the case, there's more. I've got more to say. Oh, yes. I remember something else. Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom.
Interesting.
It's not my fault. You're the one to blame.
You could have at least told us before we got to court. It is really important that Mr. Kudo was the one who called the police. What's important is the unaccounted time before the police arrived. The victim was dead, and Maggie was unconscious. Which leaves that man, alone in the restaurant. Mr. Kudo might have been chased out of that place on purpose. What do you mean? Maybe a certain someone didn't want him in the restaurant. Ah!
Oh, sure, you go ahead and say I wasn't aware. As usual, I suppose I should have been getting myself covered in pigeon poop instead, huh?
But you were in the way of a murder. We need to get more details about what happened exactly. Okay, so I was wrong. This is not about when the murder actually occurred. This is about him going to find a payphone. Interesting. Still not sure about that bit, the start, you know? From Maggie, from Mr. Armstrong. Okay. I think I'm basically done here. Actually, have you seen the scooter? Nope. He doesn't want to talk about anything, does he? Toy Mail. MC Bomber. Alright. Let's try bien. Now let's set the blue screen. I think I should be able to crack her now. Mr. Elf's struggles have to do with his gambling addiction. And Mr. Elf's gambling is restricted to the horses. Of course not, he also played the lottery. More terrifying and ferocious is none other than his meeting with the tiger. And then introduce you to Mr. Furio Tiger. Furio Tiger, aka the Tiger, is the boss of the loan office called Tender Lender. This is who... Wait, microphone fine? Yeah. This is who Mr. Elg met on the day of his murder. And the only thing on a loan shark would talk to him about would be his debt. No! It's true that Glenn had racked up quite a bit of debt from his gambling habit. About $100,000, I think. $1,000? Ouch. That's the number that was written there. So he paid for the debt with the MC Bomber demo, maybe? Huh. $100,000. Ouch. But I heard he won the lottery, so he should have been in the clear. Shame Maggie couldn't get a bit of good luck. Okay, so the guy got lucky and won the lottery. But what if he hadn't won? What was his plan then? Well, that isn't easy to say, but he said he would use his talents to repay the money. His talents? I suspect he was talking about programming. A computer program is worth $100,000. Perhaps you good people should leave so I could get back to my work. Close to cracking her. Crowing question, was it by any chance this? MC Bomber disc. This is a very delicate matter. Without the necessary data, there is no way I can access the information. Mr. L created some sort of program. She can't deny it if I show her the program itself as evidence. Program itself. Okay, so that's not it. It's likely if it's being used to hack the... If it's my theory and Tiger is using it to hack the police right now, then I should go talk to Gumshoe. Oh, January 7th, Tribulations Kitchen. Looks like Mr. Armstrong's out. But the place is open for business. Can't leave an open restaurant without a chef. Hey, it's not my fault, Nick. Don't take it out on me. No fucking wonder this place is in the red. Holy shit. Only a couple of minutes after the incident happened, Mr. Kudo left the scene, leaving Mr. Armstrong here, alone. Missing when we need to talk to him the most. Maybe he's trying to avoid us on purpose. That is a possibility, yes. Alright, well, let's head out. Actually, any new poetry? Perhaps? Leah, I want to read the poem again. Two of them, like actors from a film. There are two of them like actors from a film. At first, I thought this was referring to Glenn and the Tiger. So then the actor line didn't make much sense, but now that I realize that the Tiger was playing the role of Elg, of Glenn, and Violetta was playing the role of Maggie, there are two of them like actors from a film. The coffee's still undrunk. Sweet nothings over too soon on that Sunday morning. The foolish cocktail so delicious. Nothing's over too soon. On that Sunday morning, the foolish cocktail so delicious. Take the last sip of your tea, and I know what I will do. I must lie to you. I must. Interesting, but this is Sunday morning, not Monday. The murder happened on Monday. Interesting. I wonder if that will actually play in with my theory, but we'll have to see. All right, is Maggie here? Finally, yes. January 7th, the detention center visitor's room. Oh, Mr. Wright. Hello, Maggie. So, they finished questioning you? Wasn't it just unbelievable in court today, sir? I'm gonna stay up all night and blog about everything that happened. Weren't you scared? It was pretty touch and go in there. Yeah, but you totally nailed that old man. Well, he was all over the place with his testimony. He's not the only one. Huh? What do you mean? Everyone else's testimonies don't match up either. Now that I remember of the incident anyways. Is it possible she is the one misremembering things? No, everyone's memory is pretty good. Right, first things first. Bento. Oh yeah, I got something you're going to love. Really? What is it? A lunchbox. Just for you. Here. Wow, a lunchbox. Weenies too. I can't believe it. Thank you, sir. Did you make this just for me, Mr. Wright? Nah, it was Detective Gumshoe. Who else would make you such a nice lunchbox? Detective Gumshoe? He's really worried about you. Looks like he put a lot of effort into making this too. I can't accept it. Detention center rules. No gifts allowed, sir. Hey, come on, Maggie. Don't be like that. The rules are rules. They'll lock you up if you break them. Somehow, when an ex-cop turned waitress says that, it seems a whole lot scarier. And anyways, I hate weenies. Oh, really? It's all yours, Maya. You can enjoy it with Mr. Wright. But she's right. It's better than letting it go to waste. But I guess so. Gumshoe's lunchbox eaten with Maya. Amazing. Well, how was it? That hit the spot. Oh, I love weenies. Oh, good. I'm glad I gave it to you then, sir. Okay, that was useless. Good conversation. Maggie, you know how you said that everyone else provided testimony that didn't match up with what you remembered? Yeah, there are just so many things that don't seem to add up. The biggest contradiction is the other guy I saw at the victim's table. He was the one who slipped something into the victim's coffee. I'm sure it was him. But didn't Mr. Kudo testify earlier today that it was the waitress who put some white powder into the coffee cup? So you really think it was this disappearing man that did it? Well, he's not the only thing that disappeared. The CD vanished as well. You know, the CD with the writing on it. Oh yeah, the MC Screwdriver album, right? It was MC Bomber Maya. The name was scrawled on sport paper as well. I never did find the CD at the crime scene, sir. Or the victim's medication. That's gone missing too. Ouch, my head. It's getting too complicated for me. Just go home, get some sleep. I solved this case already, long time ago. You said that you passed out when the victim, Glenn Elg, collapsed, right? It was so embarrassing. I mean, I used to be a cop. When I came to, the restaurant was buzzing with police. And before I knew what was going on, they arrested me, sir. So between the time the victim collapsed and the time the police arrived on the scene, you have no idea what went on at Tribulations? No idea at all. Why? Is it important, Mr. Wright? It is very important. The other witness, the old man, was pretty much chased out of the picture. Chased out of the picture? What do you mean? Holt Seedy wasn't inside the restaurant because he was told to go call the police. Exactly. And you, Maggie, were unconscious. That means Mr. Armstrong was alone in the restaurant for a brief period of time. No! You don't think Mr. Armstrong set me up, do you? When you consider the facts, it's hard to imagine that Mr. Armstrong isn't involved in this at all. Yeah, he's an accomplice, 100%. He even has admitted as much. It's like the master ready to pause with the dog that it feeds. Are you sure about this, Mr. Wright? Well, the old man said as much when we spoke with him earlier. I don't know. The things that man says don't add up for some reason, sir. Maggie looks like she's trying to figure something out. Maybe I should ask Maggie exactly what she knows about old Seedy. Okay, let's take a look at presentations. Job listings, lunch. Okay. Nope, she has never seen the scooter. Did you know about the debt? You did not know. Victor's testimony. This is huge, so I'm saving this. Nah, fuck it, I'll just use it. I feel much better about after the trial this morning. I've been a bit of court. I've been a bit of a court proceedings addict for years now. It feels like forever since I saw a witness as slippery as that old man. He's not really that bad of an old man, though. Still, I feel a bit uneasy. Huh? I thought you just said you felt much better. Maggie, if there's something on your mind, you've got to tell us. Especially if it has anything to do with Mr. Kudo or his testimony. Roger, I'll spill it all and see what you make of it. Okay, so we've got that. Autopsy report. No. The floor plan, the crime photo. Coffee cup, lottery ticket, apron. Oh, yeah, that's from when I was carrying a customer's breakfast over to them. The ketchup splotch, you mean? My whole face was fire engine red thanks to that stuff. But you spilled the ketchup on the apron, didn't you? I don't see how. Ketchup covered omelet went flying and hit the customer in the face. Oh, talk about a tomato red face. Makes me wish I could have seen it myself. Yeah, I guess. It was kind of a sight to behold. Potassium cyanide. There's Maggie's fingerprints found in her apron pocket. Potassium cyanide? I've never heard of that poison before in my life, sir. You're a police officer! What the fuck? Okay, maybe I have. But I've never seen it before. That's the truth. I wouldn't even know where the nearest potassium cyanide dealer is in the first place. Potassium cyanide dealers? That's like another group of drug pushers to avoid. In any case, this definitely isn't something you can pick up just anywhere. Oh, curse my rotten luck. The criminal must have snuck the bottle into my apron while I was unconscious. They did, yes. ADO, horse ticket. Escalant's calendar, repair bill. Is that your attorney's badge? Actually, it's a fake. Holy smokes! That's it! Huh? That's the badge your phony had, Mr. Wright. You got duped by this? It's completely different color. What about the fact that it's made of paper? And he said the badge got a tan as well. Well, he was in Hawaii on business. I'm beginning to see how my phony was able to gain her trust. Okay, well, let's ask about some people then. Hey, what are your thoughts about Prosecutor Gatto? No, nothing, I guess. Glenn Elg. Ah, that's the victim, isn't it? That day was the first time you've ever seen this man, correct? Yes, I never met him or seen him before then. I just happened to be the waitress who served him all his coffee, sir. That's all. It seemed he was a computer programmer. Really? I'm useless with computers. Completely hopeless. I don't know any computer programs. Does she mean programmers? Probably. Back when I was an officer, Detective Gumshoe always looked out for me. But today was I was the one who had to look up for him, trying to incriminate me the whole time. You've got to remember, Maggie, Gumshoe's a detective. He's got a job to do. My old boss, I thought at least he'd be on my side. He is on your side. He'd do anything to help. You can't fool me. I saw him in court today. It felt like a poor little baby woodpecker being pecked on the head by its own mother. Gumshoe's testimony was really solid. No wonder it hurt her so much. I hate him, sir. I mean, I don't ever want to see him again. Ouch. I think I just saw Gumshoe's chances go down in flames like the Hindenburg. I don't think it's getting through to her that he really was trying to help. The thing is, I love how people are acting like Gumshoe's testimony was like rock hard, when in reality, Dick's was Microsoft. The motive and the method of murder simply do not line up, and any competent lawyer would have pointed that out. The testimony could have been used to throw out the whole case, yet Phoenix is too dumb to point it out. Victor Kudo was a très bien at the time of the incident, called by police on the phone. Oh, that's the same thing as what we talked about before. And Mr. Archer. No, Lisa, have you ever seen Violetta? No, you do not. Okay. Holy smokes! That's him! Huh? You're phony, Mr. Wright. Just look at that ridiculous suntan. For the record, I am not sunburned like an over-dried tomato, so I don't know how. Told me he'd been on a business trip to Hawaii, and that's where he got the tan. I'm not hearing this. How did he get the scar? He has a scar. Alright, well, let's ask her about Victor's testimony. See if we can crack this case open. Is there anything about Mr. Kudo's testimony that stood out as odd to you? Actually, yes. The fact that he was even testifying to begin with doesn't quite... What are you about to say, little bird? Would you, by any chance, are you about to say that you don't recall him being there at the time of the murder?
Your next line will be, he wasn't there at the time of the murder. Toil!
Doesn't quite... What? Well, when I check the copy of the victim's table... It's true that there was another customer in the restaurant.
Yeah, we know that already. It was Victor Kudo.
But I can't really say it was an old man. Okay, then how about calling him a really old middle-aged man? No, age isn't the issue. The other customer was a woman. I'm so happy right now.
A woman?
Oh, were they originally going to use her as a witness? They never planned to use Kubo as a witness. It was a stroke of good luck. Oh, Tatsuya, sorry, I didn't see you there. I was really engrossed in what was going on in the story because my entire prediction that I made during the last episode has been panning out perfectly. Sorry, I'm so sorry I didn't see you there. How's it going? It's going great on my end. They never planned for Kubo to be the witness. Originally, they planned for, the original plan was for Violetta to act as a witness and essentially, you know, do the same claims that Kubo is making, right? Claim that the customer was there on his own and that Maggie actually that Maggie actually was the killer. However, right after they soon after they had murdered the guy, Kubo shows up. So they decide, rather than using Violetta, who could be tracked back to the tiger since she works for him, they decided to instead do a setup and trick Kubo into witnessing what they wanted him to witness. That's alright, the chat was kind of dead, so it's plausible you wouldn't pay much attention, to be honest. I mean, I still have it right in front of me, and I do like, I do look at it from time to time. It's just, right at that moment, I was really happy because my entire prediction was proven true, even if it was a really obvious prediction. Are you sure, Maggie? Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. So, what did this woman look like? She was sort of creepy, and she had a kind of cackling laugh. Creepy? Cackling? Why do I get a feeling I've come across a woman like that recently? It's her. What? Can I not? Oh, I need to do present. Okay. No. Interesting. So that's about the extent of what we can ask her. So let's check out Right and Code. Nothing here. Alright, let's head to Criminal Affairs then. January 7th, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department.
Server just went up.
Server just went up in smoke. Why the heck isn't the press conference set up yet? The superintendent's here already.
Yeah, there's a problem with the internet, too.
I told you to stop using your computer, Chief.
I'm watching videos online. I'm catching up on my Asian soap operas.
It's gonna have to wait, Chief. I'm throwing the switch. No! Just when some young guy was about to... Some young guy! Some young guy? Oh my fucking god. They've really gone all out with the puns and reference this chapter. We've had this is Sparta, we've had some other stuff I don't remember though.
I'm about to confess to his son's hot to trot girlfriend.
Going good besides school being a pain in the ass last month, full stupid test, losing my smartphone, need to use my old one now. This one can only display 720p FPS. Oh damn, that's bad. Yeah, I've been out of school for almost a month now, and it's fantastic. I love being on vacation. Wow, this place is really buzzing. It's allowed me to actually, start pumping out these Ace Attorney streams like I wanted to. My goal is to ideally finish this game before heading back to college, which I think at the rate we're going, we'll definitely do. Something must be going down. Something really big.
What are you doing here, pal?
Detective Gumshoe?
No, you can't be here right now. You'll be roped into the briefing if you stay.
Huh?
Yeah, we got a big problem here today.
Why? What's going on? Ace Attorney's names of the characters are always a nice touch. Yeah, they're great. It's a virus! A virus! Yeah, they're getting hit by a cyber attack. And why do I have a feeling that this virus was written by none other than Glenn Elg? A virus? Would this virus happen to have the code name MC Bomber? It's a virus ripping through the precinct's computer systems. I really need to ask you some questions.
Okay, I'm gonna say this once, so listen up, pal.
Yes.
And no matter how poor you get, never borrow money from a place like this, you hear?
Okay.
If you got money trouble, just go on a diet of instant noodles and hang in there.
This guy's got a lot of experience, I can tell. Play many, only the first one. This one is which? This is the third one, Trials and Tribulations. We're not thinking about borrowing money, Detective. We want information.
Oh, is that all?
Well, let's see. The tender lender is considered to be even fishier than the average illegal loan shark. It seems it ran into trouble just recently. Yeah, the lone tiger. Those guys have been pretty heavy-handed calling in all their debts. Really? Yeah, don't go poking your nose around in their business, pal. You'll really regret it if you upset that lady. Alright, I got the picture. Hey, wait a minute. What did you just say, that lady? Who's this lady he's talking about, Nick? Violetta Cadaverina. Or Cadaverino, whatever the fuck her name is. Third one? Yeah, it's the third one. We better find out what the story is with this lady. We'll ask him in a second. Actually, yeah. Let's ask him about Violetta first. Actually, is there anything else I need to ask him about? Millionaire Radio, horse racing, Glenn's calendar, repair bill, paper badge. No, okay, nothing. Thank God. He was like, oh, that badge looking really good, pal. MC Bomber? Take a gumshoe, about this. What? Yeah, I'm trying to concentrate on Maggie and the virus right now, so Okay. Did the budget go up, or is this an HD remake? This is the HD remake. The HD remake is the first 3 games. Is this it? His stupid name. Now I remember it now. I thought so. Here it comes. Don't just nod to yourself and keep me in the dark, Nick. What's going on? It's okay, Maya. You don't have to cry about it. And the name scribbled on a sports paper and written on the CD. That's the name of the virus! MC Bomber! Let's go. What? Yeah, the virus has just infected every computer in the station, pal. It's MC Bomber. Can you give us any more details, please? Okay, let's go. Now we're getting into this. How the fuck do you even know it's called MC Bomber? Like what, is the virus like display its name very helpfully? Before that, I need you to ask you about Violetta. Ask the girl who works over at Linda. Yeah, stay away from her, okay? I mean it. She does look kind of unforgiving, doesn't she? Yeah, should be the least of your worries, pal. What's that supposed to mean? What could be worse? Her name is Viola Cadaverini. Okay, there we go. That's exactly what we needed. We should be able to break her psyche lock now. And she's the only granddaughter of Bruto Cadaverini. Bruto Cadaverini? You know who that is, Nick? That's one tough-looking old dude. Never heard of him. Bruto Cadaverini's the boss of the Cadaverini family. The Cadaverinis? That's one scary-sounding name. You know, we can't touch them. They're way too powerful for the police, pal. Sprites look really bad in HD, man. They have their charm with pixelated graphics. Play the DS version, the extra case Rise from the Ashes is great. I actually really like the updated graphics. There is a charm to the pixelated, sure, but I think they look really nice. And yeah, Rise from the Ashes I think still remains my favorite trial of all the all the cases we've had. It's just so good, like, and it's so long. I like it when a case is like super long and involved and complex. Like, my first Ace Attorney series for the first game was 30 episodes long. That was before I was streaming, so, you know, the episodes were shorter, they were pre-recorded. The first 4 cases were 15 episodes. Rise from the Ashes on its own was the other 15. It was insanely long, and I loved it. Oh, it's kind of hard to find one even used. They're really expensive. Yeah. But you're thinking of taking them on, aren't you? No, I don't remember saying I ever was going to. Oh, we probably are. We're Ace Attorney. I better get some more info to Gumshoe about this family. Okay, the Cadaverinis. Fantastic. And what about Furio Tiger? No, this guy, a tiger. Is he famous? Yeah, this guy's not a lone shark, you know? Nope, he's a big lone cat. Yeah, sharks don't even kill that many people per year. Tigers, though? Deadly. Hence the name. I needed like 2 weeks to complete for Rise of the Ashes. Yeah, it's really long. But honestly, I love it. I love how long it is. And don't pay him back, and you'd better say your prayers because he'll eat you alive, pal. Like, what the hell is Tara going on about in chat? No clue! No clue, as always. But yeah, it's because when they re-released the first game, obviously Western audiences were gonna buy it because it was the first time the game was released to the West. But for Eastern audiences, you know, they also wanted a reason for the Japanese players to you know, have a reason to buy the game again. So they added an extra case, and they needed to make it good enough to justify buying the game all over again. So they literally made the case the length of a full fucking game, and I love that. Like, I would love it if, like, an Ace Attorney was literally just a single long-ass case. Like, one epic investigation, you know? You're shaking, detective. Like a leaf. I'm just, you know, kind of on edge at the moment, if you know what I mean. Did you loan money from Tender Lender? Honestly, he's dumb enough to, so. Let's talk about the Cadaverinis. I'm not sure if I really want to get involved in this, but who are the Cadaverinis? Who are they? A scary bunch of people, that's who. You're a cop and you're scared? What's that about? Trust me, it doesn't matter if you're a kid or a cop. These guys are scary. They got some serious clout in the criminal underworld. You can't touch them. They've got too much moolah. Moolah? As in, they pretty much control the cash of the city's black market. The black market, huh? And that includes Tender Lender, I take it? Sure, no one stands up to brutal Cadaverini. And I mean no one. Interesting. So Viola's the granddaughter of some mafia boss then. Yeah, everyone knows how much Brutal loves his little girl. She means everything to him. So, how did she end up at Tender Lender? I don't know, pal. That beats me. Well, I heard she and the boss at Tender Lender are pretty tight. Tight? Yeah, that's what it sounded in the file I read related to Maggie's case. That's a pretty important clue. Alright, now that we have that, I want to see if I can go and break Cadaverini. Because this is going to be very important information. If you're interested about the stuff, look at the cutting room floor. Great for unused stuff and background information about the game's amazing sites. Might have to check that out. Yeah, but yeah, let's go ahead and talk to Viola once more. See if we can get some information about her relationship with Phoenix Wrong over here. Question is, will I have enough to break this? I don't know. I can certainly get farther now than I could otherwise. This is gonna be the repair bill. Relationship with the Cadaverinis is very strong because that is your name. I know exactly who you are. Viola Cadaverini. You sustained that injury in a traffic accident, didn't you? Right. So the tiger crashed into the Cadaverini car. That's why his scooter got beat up. He had to pay for the really expensive repairs and had to pay for her to save her life because, you know, he almost killed a mob boss's daughter.
It happened about 4 years ago. I was driving in one of our family cars when someone pulled out in front of me.
So, Bruto Cadaverini, 78, head of the Cadaverini family harm syndicate, seems to live for his granddaughter. And we have an age, finally, 25. Perfect. Yep, there it is.
It was a motorbike, or something like that. I don't remember it much.
Yeah, so he pulled out ahead of the Cadaverini car. They both crashed. She was really hurt and almost died. He paid... What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm doing her voice. Is it not coming through properly? What, her voice is like... She seems like the type of person whose voice is like extremely soft and quiet and need to be close to the microphone so that it picks it up. It's not my fault.
It was a motorbike or something like that. I don't remember it much. Anyway, I swerved it to try to avoid it, but...
Like, can you hear it from there?
I took a blow to the head, a bad one. Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine. The voice is good, but it reminds me of ASMR. Yeah, I guess. Okay, then I guess I'll just continue doing it. So, what happened to the person on the bike? I'm guessing they didn't get away with the injuring the Viola Cadaverini, right?
I don't know. What happened to them? They ran away, or so I heard.
Ran away?
If they stayed, I'd have...
Is it possible? Could the person who committed the hit and run have been...
El Tigre.
It was this man, wasn't it? He was the cause of your accident.
It wasn't Don Tiger. I refuse to believe it.
Oh, so she...
We collided. The motorbike and my car. But Don Tiger isn't injured at all, is he?
It was the tiger who caused Viola to crash. I can feel it. Plus, one of her locks just broke, so she must suspect it was him, too. I'm sorry, Miss Cadaverini, but I have proof that the tiger was involved in a traffic accident with his bike. I mean, yeah. Take that! Hey, yay! Crispy, you're back! It's not exactly a motorbike, but... Mr. Tiger rides around on a scooter, doesn't he? And you'll notice that the front wheel guard is badly damaged. Miss Cadaverini, you know the truth, don't you? This repair bill was paid by Furio Tiger. The Cadaverinis have known for ages who caused the accident, haven't they?
It's possible. Perhaps. Somewhere inside of me, I know that it may be true.
I knew it.
But Don Tiger still saved my life. The operation was very complicated. It was very expensive.
How much are we talking?
Very, very, very expensive.
She seems kind of hesitant about giving me an actual figure. I should back off. This character has so much strong loner energy. She is so fucking emo and I love it. Well, anyway, it was the tiger who paid for it, right? I fucking love her vibe.
After I recovered, Don Tiger told me. He said he paid for the operation because he cared about me.
Oh, he lied to you. He just said it because your grandfather would have fucking murdered him.
I believe him.
Really? But do you honestly believe that to be true? Do you want to know what I think? I think the reason he paid for your operation wasn't because of you, but someone else. Your grandfather. Take that! Perhaps I shouldn't be saying this, but your grandfather, Bruto Cadaverini, controls a lot of dubious cash, right? And you are his beloved pride and joy. Sure, I don't know exactly how much the operation cost, but if you weren't the granddaughter of Mr. Cadaverini, do you think Mr. Tiger would have paid the money?
$1 million.
Jesus Christ! And we're back to full health. Let's go. Head bandage.
4 months ago, I was in a traffic accident. That's why I needed the operation. When I woke up, they told me it was nothing serious. A simple procedure.
Oh, really? Well, I guess if she recovered in 4 months, it couldn't have been too big. Phoenix is bullying here? I mean, she's also like an accomplice to murder and has threatened several people with murder and arson, so I don't really feel too bad about it.
They said the operation cost $1 million.
$1 million bucks?
My grandfather ordered Don Tiger to pay $1 million in compensation.
Compensation? It's underworld lingo for paying money to settle a score. Basically, pay or get into some serious trouble. But $1 million bucks? This has to be related to our poisoning case somehow. Right, this whole thing was him trying to get the money so that he could, pay off the, pay off the operation. Not bullying, just addressing critical information. Gameplay I've seen of this stuff, Ace Attorney. Gameplay I've seen of this Ace Attorney is there's no idea if she did that stuff. Well, yes. I mean, yeah, obviously she's not exactly a good person. She's really cute, though. Compensation.
I wanted to believe him. I wanted to trust what Don Tiger said. He said it had nothing to do with my grandfather being Bruto Cadaverini. I wanted to believe he helped me because he cared about me, not my grandfather. But I knew that wasn't really true.
She's actually crying? Go listen to MCR and cry in the corner. I don't care. You're a murderer. I'm not buying those tears. You might be a loan shark, but those are crocodile tears. Wow, I'm so sorry.
What he did to get the money was evil.
I mean, I guess she legitimately did think he cared about him. I mean, her tears are real. I still don't give a shit about her, but her tears are real. Detectives have to through this shit? Must be tough. I mean, I'm not a detective, I'm an attorney.
He said it was all for me, so I helped him.
You helped him? In what way? Yeah, so he essentially was like, I mean, I think they do kind of care about each other, though. I mean, they've gone through a lot together, you know?
Here, take these.
What are these? Medical papers?
I'm Bruto Cadaverini's granddaughter. He had to pay compensation. He was made an offer. He simply couldn't refuse.
I love her theme. It's very sad and like depressing, which fits her character a lot. $1 million bill for cranial surgery. Payment was due last year. How the hell do you crash into a car with a motorbike? You come out completely unscathed and the person in the car almost dies. What the fuck? Wow, I feel bad for Viola. I mean, not really. She's a piece of shit. It's inexcusable. Huh? There are two things that I consider inexcusable. Really getting emotional over 2D sprites? I mean, yeah, the Ace Attorney have always been great at that. Poisoning and betrayal. Only a coward would hurt people using either of those tactics. That's a very specific set of circumstances, so like, if you stab someone in the throat, that's perfectly... I can excuse stabbings, but I draw the line at poisonings. You can excuse stabbings, Nick? What is wrong with you? Is everything all right, Nick? Yeah, he really is. We should get going. Right after we finish our espresso. Yeah. I won't need to convince Viola of anything else. So I guess I can get rid of this. Pill bill thrown into the trash. Alright, I think we're done here, but now that she's gone, can we actually take a look at this desk? Oh, that's one impressive desk on one impressive rug. It's solid gold, Nick. Gold. Just look at that shine. Only real gold shines like that. Would you really want such a shiny desk, though? I don't know, but let's see what it's like to sit at the solid gold desk. Wow, I'm completely dazzled. That's because it's completely dazzling. I can see up my nose in the reflection. That's gotta be really distracting. So the desk isn't practical, no surprise there. Okay. So yeah, that's the CD. So he got Glenn to code a computer virus for him, which he then disguised as a sort of music CD so that he could, you know, sneak it around, and now he's using it to target the police department. Interesting. Kind of weird, champ. All right, we're done at blue screens, we're done there. I think all that's left now is Gumshoe over at Criminal Affairs. All right, yeah, let's ask about the computer virus now. So, what exactly is a computer virus, Detective Gumshoe? I don't know. What? Yeah, look, I'll just go with the flow. All right, pal? And here I thought detectives were supposed to be somewhat knowledgeable. Hey, what's with that face, pal? You think you know what a virus is? Well, Nick, do you? A computer virus? Sure. I mean, only in simple terms, of course. Really? Wow, you know everything, Professor Nick. By the way, where's Persona? Persona is on Sundays. Yeah, I'm gonna call you Dr. Wright from now on. Hey, that sounds pretty cool. Don't you agree, Dr. Wright? This is a step up, although I do still prefer Phoenix Wright Esquire. Why do I get the feeling they're making fun of me? Oh, okay. I get it. I'm pretty sure in the Japanese version that was probably, you know, they probably usually call them Phoenix-san. Or, well, it's not Phoenix, it's... I don't remember what his name is in... I think his name in the Japanese version is Naruhodo. So it would be... So, you know, usually they call him Naruhodo-san. But I'm guessing in that scene they called him Naruhodo-sama. Because I know that Japanese people do use sama ironically to insult people and make fun of them. Okay, fine, I'm no expert, but I can at least explain the basics to the two of you. And it makes a lot more sense than the doctor joke. But it's, you know, good, localization. What's a virus? A virus is a program that gets inside a computer, causes damage. Damage? Hey, you mean that makes the machine go boom and explode? No, the damage is, well, it's all internal. So the inside goes boom, right? God, how are they so stupid? Like, really? This game is set in what? 20... Yeah, the game is set in 2016-ish, so... Imagine all the case data you've got stored on your PCs here in the station. A virus could wipe all that stuff. That's the kind of damage I'm talking about. Wow, that's scary. Yeah, and what's even more scary is that viruses are infectious. Infectious? It's kind of where they get their name. The thing goes inside, the thing goes boom. She's not the brightest. There's a reason why in the current thumbnail, she is depicted as Aqua from Konosuba. Most computers are connected together on the network, right? A virus can move from one machine to another over the network. So the virus just keeps spreading faster and faster. Just like a real virus, huh? But Nick, why would anyone want to make a program like that? Yeah, it takes ages to type in all that data. Why would you want to destroy it, pal? Yeah, because at one point I called Maya useless, and then I realized that she actually looks quite a lot like Aqua, like her hairstyle and stuff, and general face. So I made that joke, and then I decided to make the, to put her in the thumbnail, and then I was like, fuck it, I'll make the whole gang. Obviously, Gumshoe would be Darkness, and then I fucking made Edgeworth Megumin, and he looks really pissed. No, people don't infect their own machines. They send the virus to someone else. What? That's horrible. Oh, I get it. It's like you sneezing on Mr. Gatto so he catches a cold. Precisely. It's a bioweapon. Right. Then he wouldn't be able to turn up in court because he'd be too sick. You really shouldn't do stuff like that, Nick. It's wrong. Honestly, Gato is an actual straight up idiot, so I think honestly the case would be harder if he didn't show up. Who, what, where, and when, and why did you jump to that? Why did the conversation jump to talking about me? Anyway, that's what a computer virus is. A bad program that causes damage. That's right, that's just probably just they're making them idiots so that, you know, this can be explained to like the players. Edgeworth was in the first game. Yes, he was the prosecutor in the first game, and also the Phoenix Wright's secret lover. Not really, but actually yes. I kinda feel like I've heard the name of the virus we caught somewhere. I kinda feel like I've heard the name of the virus we caught somewhere before. The name of the virus, huh? I feel like I've heard it before too. You already knew about the MC Bomber virus for a while back. A group of criminals issued a series of demands to the head honchos of law enforcement. They threatened to release the virus if their demands weren't met. Who are they? I don't know. Some hotshots from the criminal underworld, then would be my guess. And now the virus has been released, huh? Yeah, it's in every computer, in every public office in the city. Everyone's going nuts. They're hopping around like they're dancing at a carnival. All this stuff with criminals and viruses. It almost feels like we're in a sci-fi movie. And apparently the programmer who made the virus is a real genius or something. Yeah, Edgeworth is Phoenix's childhood friend, and he's actually the reason why Phoenix decided to become an attorney in the first place. And, let's just say there's some very subtly written sexual tension throughout all his appearances with Wright. Yeah, focus right now is on tracing the root of this virus on the black market. You mean someone put this virus up for sale? Yeah, and because this one's so powerful, their estimated price tag was in the millions of dollars, pal. Perfect. So that's why the Tiger wanted to get his hands on the virus. So he got Glenn Elg to either get a copy of the virus or design his own version of it, then bought it from him to the tune of like $500,000 or something, and then was gonna use that to pay for the medical papers. Straightforward. I remember them as fierce rivals? Yes, they are fierce rivals because, well, Edgeworth originally wanted to become a defense attorney, and he actually inspired Phoenix to become a defense attorney. However, shortly after, his father died, and the man who killed his father, or who he thought had killed his father, got found innocent. So from that point on, he decided to become a prosecutor. Then, when they both ended up as prosecutor and attorneys, they ended up becoming rivals. But even while they were rivals, there was some definite romantic tension going on there. Like, it's very, not that subtle. Even if it's not explicitly said, but it's very much there. And, towards the end of the game, Phoenix actually ends up, defending Edgeworth, who himself gets accused of murder. So they end up actually... And that's one of the great things about Edgeworth. He always... In a lot of the trials, he actually ends up working together with Phoenix. Despite them being rivals, they were never enemies. Like, even down to in pretty much every single trial where Edgeworth appears, him and Phoenix, towards the end of the trial, end up actually working together to capture the real killer. And it's very cool. Because unlike slimy dirtbags like Von Karma and Gatto, he legitimately actually cared about getting guilty people convicted and innocent people found guilty. And unlike Gatto, he wasn't a complete fucking idiot. Like, goddamn, is Gatto dumb. In the millions, a virus can be worth that much? See, Bomber, found at Tender Lender contains a computer virus program. I can't believe it. I almost forgot the most important thing. Oh. And that is? You know, Lunchbox. How did everything go? Lunchbox. You remember the weenies? I hate weenies. Oh yeah, those weenies. So, how did my weenies taste when they went down the hatch? Huh? Well, it was delicious. That's what she said. Oh, really? Well, not exactly. Don't worry about it, pal. I figured something would happen, so I came prepared. Prepared? What do you mean? I made a jumbo lunchbox, pal. I don't remember something like that happening. This sexual tension sounds like your headcanon, man. Play the game again and tell me that there is not undeniable sexual tension between those two. Literally, every single person in the fandom basically agrees on this one thing. It's like... Man, do me a favor again, pal, and deliver this. Like, it's very clear that the, there's so much that it's clearly, like, the developers definitely put it in on purpose. It sure is a heavy burden, more ways than one. I can just imagine Maggie's little eyes sparkling with joy when you bring her that. Weenies again, Nick? Tell me we don't have to eat all these too. Oh boy, I really can't eat anymore. Oh boy, so we gotta go take this oh god. Oh right, and we gotta go finish up in blue screening. Got it. Like what level were we talking about? Like asking for his number or just blush, or am I confused? It's very subtle. It's very subtle, okay? But, you know, that's not exactly sexual tension, right? That would be straight up, like, showing that they're in love. No. It's very subtle, but it's definitely there. Alright, let's, Glenn's trouble. Oh, give me a second. And yes, pretty much as far as there is though a line in the first game, I think it was the third trial, where where Edgeworth says that he feels uneasy and uncomfortable talking to Phoenix. Like it's not confirmed ever, but it's also like pretty obvious if you're actually looking for it. Alright, we've already talked to her most of this. Elk's troubles had to do with his gambling debt. Restricted, right, lottery ticket. Then this one was the calendar. There it is. Take that! That's the tiger. And finally, for the program in question, is the MC Bomber computer virus. Take that! It's just speculation, but widely accepted as a fact. Yes, it very much is. Yes, it's obviously, it's never confirmed in canon, no, but it's quite heavily hinted at. Well, this is it, isn't it? This is the virus that's infecting computers worldwide as we speak. MC Bomber. No.
Glenn's head had more processing power than any computer.
Like, you know how vicious fandoms get discussing ships for various characters? Phoenix and Edgeworth, I'm pretty sure, is like the only ship I've ever seen that has basically unanimous support from almost the entire community.
But it had been infected with a gambling virus. Glenn was in too deep.
You mean he was in debt?
Yes, $100,000 in debt. Not an easy amount to repay. So, he said he was taking on some extra work, something a bit risky.
Risky? How? Maybe he was going to become a waitress at Tribulations? That's how Armstrong can make back all his money. He needs to just ditch the French aesthetic, ditch the flowers, ditch the high-class restaurant stuff, hire Glenn, and turn it into femboy Hooters. It's the perfect plan. Where do you come up with these ideas, Maya? So, it's safe to say Mr. Elg was the creator of this virus, huh?
The MC Bomber virus, yes. It was a work of genius. In a bad sort of way, of course, but still genius. Something like that would probably fetch several $1 million on the black market.
Inconceivable. Gumshoe was right for a change! I can accept a virus decimating the police precinct network, but I draw the line at Gumshoe being right.
This date, December 23rd, that is marked on his calendar. That was his deadline for repaying his debts.
A computer virus made by Glenn Elg, potentially worth millions of dollars. I guess we won't be needing these horse racing tickets anymore. Glenn Elg's losing horse racing tickets thrown back on the floor. Use the trash can, Nick. And put them where we found them. Oh, okay, back at Tribulations. Yeah, neither confirmed nor denied, but heavily hinted at. Oh, bonjour! I have been waiting for you to return! Mr. Armstrong? Ah, good timing. I was hoping to find you here. Would like to ask you a few questions?
Well, he hasn't got anything to say to you fellas.
Oh, there he is. Phoenix wrong. Ah, it's Zen E-Hop.
Who you call Zen E-Hop?
Ah! Come up from under the table already, Maya.
Okay, hand it over.
What?
You want to play games with me? You don't recommend that? The medical papers now.
Oh, I think he wants Viola Cadaverini's papers back. You mean this? The $1 million medical papers? Wait, did we actually get those? Oh, we did! I didn't even realize. $1 million bill for cranial surgery. Okay, yeah, I remember this. Especially because Japan is pretty damn against gays and all. Japan is so fucking weird when it comes to homosexuality and the LGBT as you know, more broadly, because some Japanese shows, you know, some like Japanese shows and stuff are a lot gayer than like Western shows, but some aren't. Like it's like Japan and weebs as well are in sort of quantum superposition of being homophobic and also having some of the most LGBT representation of any medium. It's really weird. So a lot of it ends up coming down to just, you know, extreme queer baiting, like with Phoenix and Edgeworth. Miss Cadaverini trusted you. That's why she said that she helped you.
Yeah, forget about it. That girl's dumber than an eggplant. You just want to know what's sad? I'll tell you what's sad, and it will only her face.
Okay, so he actually doesn't give a shit about her. What a dick! She's a cutie. I actually feel bad for her now, despite the fact that she's basically a murderer and an arsonist.
She thinks she's got power because she's Bruno's little girl. Now that's sad.
I can't let you have these papers. Tomorrow in court, I'm going to expose what you did to get the $1 million you used to pay this off.
Are you crazy or something? I don't care if you want to give it to me or not. There's 2 of us here. You got that? 2.
We've got 2 people as well. Come on, Maya, get up under that. Come on out of that table and fight. Oui. Mr. Armstrong. Oh, forgive me. Oh, désolé. I cannot argue with him. Oh, shit. Why am I always getting beat up? That really hurt.
Is that all you got? I'll be taking those papers now. Armstrong, get that lighter.
Wait.
Don't take it too hard. Phoenix White.
That's so stupid. I shouldn't have let my guard down. Those medical papers were vital evidence. Hold it, pal! My boy! My beautiful baby boy coming in to save the day! The best character. Detective Gumshoe. Wait, is this music? Is this did he get a new theme? I don't remember this, but this is great. Detective Gumshoe?
Detective? You think you gonna stop me, copper? Beat it! Grah!
Whoa! Come on, Gumshoe. Keep it together. Hey, you guys, get out of here. Leave this guy to me. But go, pal. Take this. You get hurt. Who's gonna look after Maggie, huh? All right, thanks, Gumshoe. Wait, Nick, don't leave me behind. You're the one who hid under the table instead of helping me fight. I'm leaving you behind. I'll get even with that guy tomorrow in court. Tender Lender is going down. I'm gonna get Viola to expose him, and I'm gonna get a mob boss to try to kill him. I actually wonder if this will be sort of like a Matt on guard situation where he'll actually want to get, when, you know, we'll expose him to the mob boss. Anyways, I'm off today because school. Maybe I'll catch the stream. Maybe I'll actually catch the stream earlier. Yeah, right, yeah. Thanks for being here. It was great chatting. Ace Attorney streams are usually start at 2. Same with Danganronpa. They are sometimes delayed because of extenuating circumstances, though, so, you know, be aware of that. But yeah, recipe for turnabout. Fantastic. And we are at the... It's 5? So yeah, we're at the 3-hour mark, so I'm fine with... Actually, wait, is this a 2-part case? January 8th, 9:46 a.m., District Court Defendant Lobby number 1. Okay. Give me a second. I'm gonna head out to the title screen real quick. Let's see. Part 4-1, yep. Wait, -1. But it doesn't say trial former or trial latter. It's just trial, so... right, okay. So yeah, it looks like the next trial is actually gonna be a 2-parter. Cool. And we also have all the info we need, so I'm pretty sure that's actually gonna be the end of this case. So yeah, I think I might actually just leave this here. Because I don't want to leave it in the middle of the trial. I'd rather do both parts of the trial back to back next Tuesday. So yeah, I think I'm actually gonna go ahead and do that. Yep, alright. So in that case, that's gonna be it for today's episode of Ace Attorney. Thanks for being here. Whether you've stuck it out through the end, or if you've left anyways, or if you've left earlier, it's been great having you. This has been a lot of fun. My prediction was 100% correct. I'm definitely not bragging here. And yes, we'll be back with Ace Attorney next Tuesday at hopefully 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Then we'll be doing Danganronpa this Saturday at 2, Persona this Sunday at 3, and Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series Wednesdays at 3. And yeah, hope to see you there. And, you know, don't forget to like, comment, and if you're new here, subscribe. Because, you know, so you don't miss when we're live. You know, just standard YouTube stuff that you've probably heard 1,000 times. All right, yeah. Thanks for being here, guys. This has been great. I'll see you guys hopefully Saturday. I still haven't actually confirmed with Bryce whether Danganronpa will be going on, but hopefully I'm pretty sure we're good for Saturday. So, with that said, later.